All right, this thing should be on. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody out there on YouTube and Twitch, wherever you are in the world. Ooh, whatever you are in the world, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope that you are not as old as my poor microphone arm. This thing needs to be replaced. I need to retire this belt, this old boy. he's really just struggling out here, dude. Listen, if you're watching for the first time, thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. I'm always blown away at the community and how many people just come out to show out their support, and I'm thankful, man. Live streaming is something that I wrestle with sometimes, and like I could produce so much more content that gets more discovered, but you know what I come back to every single time? I love live streams at their core because I get to connect. Like, it's an actual connection. I can talk to Dwarfston, for example, who just said, yo, what's up, homie? Great to see you. And it's something that, like, growing up, you didn't really have that. There weren't really live streams. That wasn't popular when I was a kid. And connecting with your favorite creators as a kid just wasn't a thing. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you are on YouTube, please do me a favor. Hit the like button. Seriously, I know that not all of you are hitting the like button when you come by because the likes are less than the average viewers. Not even my peak viewers. So listen to me carefully. Yeah, you. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Hit the like button. It's free. Costs you nothing. Thank you for doing that. Anyway, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications over there as well. YouTube is definitely one of my primary platforms, while I do also stream on Twitch. It is a secondary platform for me. I love Twitch, but I just love the ecosystem of YouTube so much better personally for what I'm doing. But thank you guys so much for being here, regardless of where you're tuned in. I really am thankful. So it's been a great day today. Been really having a great time. I got to go hang out with my son. We had a boys' day. This was the first boys' day in a while that we got to go out, and actually we were able to spend a couple bucks going out, which we haven't done. We haven't felt comfortable enough to do for a while. But we had a little bit of a leeway. We had one of our bills come up a little less than what we were expecting it to, and that allowed for him and I to go out to the arcade today. There's a local arcade that's pretty reasonable. So we went to the arcade and got some, I think I got some nuggets for us to share at McDonald's. So it was good. It was a really good day. Very refreshing for sure. I'm always thankful to hang out with my boy. He's we've been doing this boys' day thing for, oh gosh, it's probably been 3 months now. We go out once a week, or we hang out at the house. It's not that we have to go out. We just, we spend time together once a week for at least an hour or two, and it's just us. Like, there's no other folks that are talking or hanging out. It's not any of the other kids. It's literally just the two of us, and it's so refreshing, man. Like, I really enjoy it. It's something that I don't think I'd ever be able to get rid of, and I look forward to the days that, like Brinley, my daughter, will be the next one that kind of enters that age. We started having one-on-one time. I started having one-on-one time with Arthur around, I would say he was probably 3 or 4. Brinley turns 2 the end of the month here, so she's got a little ways to go before that one-on-one time, and extensive times will be important to her. But when it happens, like, I really am looking forward to that. I think a lot of parents that I talk to, like, they're like, oh, my kids are growing up so fast, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I can see why it's kind of bittersweet. Like, it's not that I'm completely ignorant, but, like, don't you want to enjoy that next phase of life with them? Right? Like, don't you want to support them in that? That's what I think about a lot, is like, as Arthur grows up and he has new interests, even if I'm not super interested in what he wants to do, I'm still going to figure it out. I'm still going to learn. I'm still going to spend time with him in that interest, because I think that's part of being a parent, is just letting go of what you want to do and doing more of what your kids want to do. And that's not always the case. There's a blend, right? They should also learn about compromise and sharing and all that kind of jazz, but it just takes time, man. And there's no such thing as perfect parenting. I'm not claiming to be one. I'm just really, really stoked for that season, because it's coming. It's coming. So, Guy from Boss, thanks for tuning in over on Twitch. Really appreciate that. So listen, those of you that are here right now, you probably do want to know about this. Next week, we are going to do a fundraiser stream. It's going to be a full week of at minimum 4 hours a day. And it'll start on my actual birthday, which is this Sunday. I haven't done a Sunday stream in a long time, but Rachel and I talked about it, and it seemed like an appropriate way to do things. We're going to do that. It's going to be fun. We'll talk more about it next week. But for that as well, hopefully over this weekend, I will get the opportunity to clean up these scenes a little bit. Man, my hair is, what is going on there? He's just chilling. But I am really excited because I haven't refreshed my stream overlays in a long time. I've used basically the same stuff for better part of a year or two. And I think that's fine. Like, it doesn't look bad. I just think that just doing a minor refresh and tweaking things a little bit, you know, maybe making the scenes lay out a little bit better, I think is the big one for me. And then the other, so basically two big goals with it. One is to make things lay out nicer. So I want to have an Aimlabs scene, I want to have a Marvel Rivals scene, and I want to have an Overwatch 2 scene separate from each other rather than just having them all in one, and make them a little bit more tailored to that game. I think it'll allow things to flow a little smoother. The other thing that is really something that I'm going to be working on, and in fact, for today's purpose, I may actually just go ahead and add this real quick, because I've been meaning to do it and I just haven't gotten the time, so I'll do it while we're talking. I think there's only one scene that my chat box didn't reside on, and it was the actual gaming scene. So give me just a second. We're going to swap over to it. And then I am actually going to crop that a little bit because I got an alert box up here. Is that what's going on? There's alert boxes. What is this? Okay, no, that's good. So that's actually just going to go away anyway, so we can get rid of that source so it's not in our way. And then what I'll do is I'll drag this guy up here, and we'll want to crop him in actually just a teeny bit. So we'll go here, go like this. Try and allow for roughly, that's a weird cutoff. Don't worry, we're going to work on that. I don't know if you've ever seen someone edit their stuff. It's not easy. I think we're probably going to have to keep it to 2 messages for this one, unfortunately. But then the goal will be to actually have it be a little bit better with the new setup. Just to make things look a little cleaner and have the chat available. So, there you go. Today is Rivals Day, right? Yes, Civis, that is correct. Welcome back, by the way. Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in. He's playing Magneto. Yeah, I mean, basically the same. Let's be real, right? I mean, they're essentially the same hero in a lot of ways. So yeah, no, it's been a really refreshing day, guys. It started off a little rough. I got up a little bit later than I intended to. Stayed up a little bit too late last night playing some, we played some Jackbox games with my sister-in-law. The heck? Can't I? What's on here? My Mac is playing sounds weird. Oh, it's playing it through. What the heck? Weird. There we go. Magneto's rock is just his alt. Yeah, true. Magneto is Zarya, I think is what you meant. Zarya, Sig, Mash, and 1. True. But the rock can one-shot. That is true. That is true. But I mean, let's all be fair. I mean, that is a fair comparison, right? It's a fair comparison. There's nuance, obviously, but that's a fair comparison overall. So, but yeah. So, like I was saying, the biggest things for the refresh of the graphics is to clean up the scenes a little bit better. I like these call to actions that are down here. I do like those, but I want them to be a little bit more clear, right? Like this one's good. The become a member, that one's pretty straightforward. But I also think it might just clutter up the stream a little bit. I can't tell you that I've ever had one person that was like, oh, I should become a member because they saw this. There's always been something else. So I think that I may just get rid of those altogether, clean up some of the clutter, and then should be good. So Mag's passive is the Walmart version of Sig's Gravitic Flux. His passive. Is his passive the ability to float? Or am I just having a moment here? I tried perks, and I gotta say, I wish they just copied the buy system from Paladins and had cards and stuff. I don't know, I only played Paladins once, so I won't speak too much on that. But I will say that I think that one of my biggest gripes with Paladins is that it was overly complex at the very beginning. There was a steeper learning curve. And the fact that the graphics were god-awful, but that was a big issue for me too. It was literally just on the fan. But I'm not saying there isn't anything to be learned from the game. I just, it wasn't my cup of tea, to say the least. That is what Zizad was talking about. Okay, cool. So, yeah, man. Good day. I get it. Different folks like other things. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, everybody's got their own tastes and stuff for sure. And that's something, God, I mean, if that's something that we could talk about as a community for a second, that is something that I really hate, is that the world getting to this place where, regardless if it's about a video game or a personal belief, if you disagree with someone, you automatically have to hate them. And it's just so crazy because, like, I understood it a little bit more when it was pseudo-political and personal, right? But when it's stuff like playing Rivals or playing Overwatch, and people get that angry at each other, like, oh, if you play Overwatch still, you're just supporting a game that never cared. I'm like, good Lord, you've been hurt by a game. That's crazy that you've been that deeply hurt by a video game. But okay, I mean, if that's how you feel, don't play the game. But don't berate other people because you don't like it, right? Same thing with Rivals. Like, if you play Rivals and you prefer it over Overwatch, there's nothing, or excuse me, if you play Overwatch and you prefer it over Rivals, there's no need for that, I guess is my point. The need for the shame anyway. I just think it's so gross. It's so nasty, and there's no reason for it. That's my big point, is like, there's no benefit. It doesn't benefit society. It doesn't benefit you. It just makes everybody miserable, and I don't understand why people are so bent on doing that. Ever since I hit Celestial in Rivals, I've been trying to hit Masters and support on Overwatch, maining Ana. Oh, very cool. Who have you been playing on Rivals that made you get to Celestial primarily? I just wish if they were going to take Overwatch in that direction, they would have went hard in the paint. I think they did. I think that comparatively they did. They just, and I think Civis actually has a good point there too about Stadium. We don't know much about it yet, but pretty much everybody who has played it has said this is what's going to change Overwatch, which is interesting, because I thought Perks did a really good job with that. So if Stadium's even more so, it'll be interesting. Negativity in general serves no purpose. I don't know that it serves no purpose, but it's a net negative for society. Generally speaking. Obviously, we're speaking in general terms right now, but you've been swapping between Magneto, Iron Man, and Cloak. Very cool. Okay. So you've been playing an interesting set there. Magneto, Iron Man, and Cloak. Huh. Why Ana then on Overwatch? I don't see a parallel in any of those heroes. Stadium would probably be what I play when I play Overwatch again. So I will tell you guys, when Stadium comes out, you can expect Stadium content from me, for sure. I'll try it. You know, it'll be my first experience playing Stadium. And I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like. I didn't know, one of my biggest areas that I could improve in as a creator, I don't keep my ear to the pavement, as it were. I don't spend enough time, like, trying to know what's going on in the space, and that is somewhere I could really do a lot better at, like being involved in Reddit and like stuff like that. So apparently there was some kind of a post that I was notified, but it was a little bit too late by the time I found out about it and had at the time to act on it. I was notified there was actually an early access option, and you could have applied for it, and especially with me being a creator, it's almost a guarantee that I would have gotten it. But it's not early access for content, it's just early access for playing. And I think that would have been my struggle, is even if I had gotten into it, I wouldn't have been able to just play it. I would have had to create content in that, and they, you know, you're under NDA, so you can't. So we'll see. I used to main Ana Rhine in Overwatch 1, but recently got back into Overwatch 2. Okay, so it's because of what you're familiar with. I gotcha. For me, my rotation is Mag, Namor, and Luna. Good choices for sure. I always tilt everyone when I tell them who I play for a strategist, but we won't go there. I love to hear it. Did you ever try Deadlock? Maybe you should play a few games of it to see the comparisons with that in Stadium. That'd be interesting. What is it on Steam, or where do you get Deadlock? I can look real quick on Steam, but we'll go store. Is Deadlock free? That'd be the other. It's on Steam. Planned release date. Hasn't been released. How could I have played it? Was there a beta or something that you could play? I didn't play it, if that's the case. What I figured out is cool to do. I hit C2 on my main, but I only played 3 characters. One thing I suggest is to make an alt account and grind up to your current rank. You use the alt account to learn characters in comp, which you can then play on your main. It's an interesting idea. I don't hate it. I just don't care that much about my rank. Like, people suggested that I do that when I added... So I one-tricked Zarya to D4, and then I added Sigma Diva and dropped back into low plat, and that's kind of where I've been while I've been figuring out those heroes, and I just don't have enough pride or ego to care. So when people ask, like, oh, how could you have fallen off? I'm like, I added new heroes. I don't have any shame in that. I'm learning, you know? So that's just my opinion. But I've expanded my hero roster greatly from it. I recommend it heavily. I do recommend, you know, eventually expanding your roster, but I don't know much about... I won't speak to the rivals part, but I will speak to Overwatch that it's much more important that you master, in one, especially if you're playing role queue, you master 2 to 3 heroes in your role before expanding. And I mean master them. Like, you should, in my mind, you should be at least literally masters, if not GM, before you go expanding. So that's my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. It would be pretty cool to try and get to the level to compete in some sort of esport, whether that's in Overwatch or Rivals. I think it'd be fun, and I think that that's why I'm doing it. I also, like, the core of why I'm doing this whole journey is to prove that you can do anything you set your mind to. And it's less to be in esports permanently and more to be, no, I want to create the content and show you that it's worth doing. You can do whatever it is that you want to. You just have to put your mind to it. Had a beta alpha. I tried it, but it wasn't my cup of tea. If you drop your Steam, I can try to send you a friend invite to it. Oh, sweet. That'd be cool, dude. I think it is just Game It for Hope. Oh, the account details says it's my old handle. So let's see, you're on YouTube. I'll just type it over in that chat real quick. That's my Steam handle, and it should be a picture of I forget what his name is. Is it Sarge? I don't think it's Sarge. It's from Left 4 Dead 2. It's the dude with a gray beard and stuff. For me, Overwatch was hard for me to pick up. In Rivals, though, I'm in Diamond, but still Overwatch, I'm in Silver. There is definitely a difference. That's you. Okay, I got you. There is definitely a difference in the competitive level of the games. I don't think anybody can argue that, because even the developers of Rivals have come out and said straight out that they aren't trying to make a competitive game. They're trying to make a casual game that has competitive nature. So I think it's really cool. I'm glad they have such a clear vision for their game. It's a really big deal. Overwatch struggled with that for a long time. I think they've got it down now, but I think it's super cool that Rivals has its built-in tournament system. I think that's a great place to start. Oh, they did a phenomenal job with that. That you can't take that from them. I will say, if you want to get into Overwatch, it isn't as clear, right? Because, like, you can participate in the tournaments and then you could get picked up by a team for Rivals. But Overwatch, I feel like you can do that similarly with, like, Face It, right? The Face It League and stuff. And then you obviously can get into open qualifiers. But I think in order, as far as I'm aware, the only way to get into the open qualifiers is to have a fully formed team for Overwatch for the Champions Series. And I have to look into that for sure, because I'm planning on going into the open qualifiers next year. But I don't believe you can solo do that. I think you have to have a team pre-built before you get there. Now, I'm sure there's places to find that, but that's the point, is like with Rivals, you can just queue up. As far as I'm aware, you can essentially say, I want to be in. I don't think you need to build a team first. Am I mistaken on that? Hey, what's up, Austin? It's good to see you, man. Hey, I won't say anything on stream beyond just that I'm thinking of you, I'm praying for you. And I know that, you know, Carl has kept me in the loop a little bit as well. And I'm glad to see that you're here, you're doing well. Keep pushing forward, man. Love you, dude. I mean that genuinely. Thankful that you're here. So, yeah, guys, I think that it's going to be a good day today. We're going to get into Rivals. I needed to check. I don't think I need to record a video today, but I might need to. Let me look. If I do, it's a pretty straightforward video. I just don't remember for sure. So let me pull up my calendar and I can tell you. What am I working on? What's the video I'm working on right now? Hey, what's up, Necroza? Thanks for tuning in over on Twitch, dude. How are you, buddy? By the way, I don't think that your crash out was invalid. I think it was just in the wrong part of the Discord. I think that was the only gripe anybody had. I honestly, I think most Christians that are true Christians would agree with your crash out there. So, for what it's worth. Okay, where is Woosty's next edit? It's playing only Rocket. So actually, it is a Rivals video. Oh, no, I recorded this separately. No, I've already recorded this. I recorded this outside of stream when I canceled last week's Rivals stream. So the one that I'm doing for this week should be... Hi, son. Yeah, this one I'll do. I don't know if I'm going to do that one on stream. I'm just thinking out loud for a second, chat. Give me just a moment. Yeah, there's only maybe one that I'll do on stream this week, and that'll be an Overwatch video, so it won't be today. So we're good. Cool. I'm going to text my wife, make sure that she didn't forget something real quick. I have a reminder in my calendar to remind her something. If that's not marriage, I don't know what is. Also, do we have a plan for dinner? Dinner. Oh, I tried something yesterday. We had some points and got a pizza yesterday for dinner. And it was a pepperoni pizza, and I tried it with a honey glaze on it. I was gassed, dude. Like, I did not expect it to be, I expected it to be okay. I did not expect it to be phenomenal, and it was truly phenomenal. Like, oh, it's so good. Perfect. Okay, we have a plan for dinner. There. Now I can mark that off my calendar. Okay. Oh my lord, she's still texting. She sends things like not all in one go, by the way. She sends it all differently. Oh, hang on. I might actually. Oh boy. Okay. I'm really sorry to abruptly leave. Give me like 2 minutes. I got to go on a B.R.B. Apologies, guys. Sorry, my wife texted me and said she was in pain, so I had to, she's okay. I just was like, uh-oh, I'm out. See you later. Oh. She's all right, though. We're good. All right, let me catch back up with you guys here. Thank you for being patient. I really do appreciate it. Joshi, I'm not sure if that's how you say your name, or Jay Shy. Not really sure. But either way, thank you for your follow on Twitch. I hope you're doing well today. Sorry that the alerts are apparently over the chat box on this scene. Man, the scene needs to get cleaned up. Holy cow. The text is all bugged too. Weird. Gotta be taking time off work to better my mental health right now. I just finished making a new beat with my sister. That's cool, man. That's awesome. Glad you're doing well. You have to have a faction of at least 6 people, all above gold to qualify. So you do still have to have a team. This is the one area that I think both games could improve in. There are a lot of people who just solo queue, and they shouldn't have to find a team first. I think there should be, or at least have a way that's built into the game where you can find a team easier for those things. I think that would be amazing. Stuff just annoys me, like I'm not going to add your community for the most part, is the respectful people. But man, those TikTok comments and wannabe priests just infuriates me. I think that some of the Christian content creators are a little bit off the chain for sure. There's a couple of them that I kind of, there's one, I won't say his name because I'm not even sure I remember it. Anytime one of his videos comes across, I actually I swipe away so fast because I know what whatever he says, it's always just this crazy thing. It's crazy. Jay over on YouTube said, I will say I appreciate your streams. I don't always talk in chat, but I usually watch. I am deployed right now. Thank you for your service. I appreciate it. So it's been rough, and your streams help pass the time. I hope things go well for you, man. I really do appreciate it. May I ask what branch of the service? If somebody's already asked, don't answer it. I'll get there. But if I haven't, we'll go from there. Did something happen to your left arm? I noticed you have like a scar there or something. I might just be tripping. Apologies if I am. Nope, you're not tripping. There is a scar. I'm trying to figure out how to turn that. There we go. That's the scar. It kind of starts about here where my top finger is, like the edge of it there. And it actually goes all the way down into the inside of my elbow, about here. So it's about that large. That's the story. Let me catch up with chat and then I'd be happy to answer if that's a story. Happy to share the story. It's a fun story to share. When you get back, I sent you an invite, so I think it should be in your Steam library now. Let me see. What was it called? Deadlock? It's not in my Steam library unless there's another notification I needed to click. No, it's not in my Steam library. At least not that I can tell. So let me know. It's just Deadlock. I don't think there's any other words in front of it. I'll search it just to be sure. Dead. No, I just had Left 4 Dead when I searched that. It may take a few hours or a day. Oh, my bad. If I just read one more message. Have you heard of Fragpunk? Is that what I've been seeing like on TikTok? It's new, but I think it's a hero shooter more similar to Valorant than Overwatch. I haven't played it. I think I've seen it, and I don't have an interest. Valorant is not my thing. That type of game is just not it for me. I've tried it. I'd play it. It's not a horrible game. It's just not a thing I'd grind. That's all. I tried it, and it definitely is more like Valorant. Not a fan. The only experience I have in Valorant is going 1-11 and teabagging my only kill I got. They were mad. Hey, what's up, Dex? Thanks for being patient. How do I feel about Cliff? Cliff, I want to make sure I'm thinking of the right guy. I think I've seen some really good stuff from... If it's the guy I'm thinking of, I actually really like a lot of his takes. Okay, I will say that it is the guy I was thinking of. I like a lot of his takes. I don't know him personally, obviously, but Army, right on. Like I said, I appreciate your service, Jay, tremendously. I've got friends in the Army. I've got friends in the Marine Corps. I even got a couple friends in the Navy and the Air Force, so I'm always immensely thankful. So thank you, dude. Civis said there's a faction browser you can look at, and a lot of them are made temporarily just for the current tournament, so it's kind of a player-made system, but it works, I think. That's fair. Watching your stream on my lunch break. Thanks, Austin. I appreciate it. Hope your lunch break's going well. Has work been okay for you? Also, Deadlock is a MOBA, more like third-person League of Legends or Smite, if you've heard of it. Oh yeah, I'm familiar with League and Smite. If MOBAs aren't your thing, I don't know if you'll like Deadlock. So I will say I love, and this is, you guys may not know this about me, but some of you are gonna like unfollow, I think, but I love League of Legends. I literally love that game. If it wasn't even more toxic, I think I might have gone for it as an esport. Just let you know. In some alternate parallel universe, I'm going pro in League in there, somewhere in there. Yeah. Oh, that's cool, Dwarston. That's really cool. Yeah, I like Cliff a lot. I think his takes are so... I don't know too much about... I've seen some of his stuff that he's done with his son, but I haven't seen a lot of that, so I won't speak to that, but I definitely appreciate Cliff as an individual and how he takes criticism of his faith and how well he responds, how measured he is. It's something that I work on every day to be more like that. I think it's amazing. You're working right now, Dwarston. Dwarston, is it okay to ask what you do? I'm always curious what people can do while they're watching my stream. Busy time of year for supplement stores? Yeah, that's fair enough. Fair enough. And that's, I assume, what you do for work. So, what's your, if you do that for work, could I ask you what your favorite supplement to recommend is? I'd be curious what that is. By the way, I know you're not actually endorsing one in the live stream, but like, I'm just curious what's one you recommend a lot to a lot of people. Yeah, I agree, Jay. I'm really thankful to have, like I said, men and women that are willing to serve our country in that way, and honestly serve whatever country they live in. So I know I have a multinational audience. I'm always amazed because it's the same kind of people that are willing to lay down their lives. It's amazing. It's amazing. If you like League, I think you will probably absolutely love Deadlock. It's literally if League and Overwatch had a kid. Really? That's interesting. Alternate universe, League for Hope. What's up, Licky? Good to see you, homie. Your help desk for the Department of Energy. Oh, so then you got an email that Elon sent out. Is that what I'm understanding? Sir. You did eat all of it. As long as mom doesn't care, I don't care. But you need to take it to mom and don't open it until you have asked her, okay? Okay. Okay. He's picking out a candy. I just want to make sure I wasn't ignoring him. I don't work in that, but I used Ghost when I was heavy into working out. I'm a huge advocate for Freshen Up. Obviously, they're the sponsor. It's my other side. It's the sponsor of this channel. It's what those tubs are in the back. Some of the cleanest energy I've ever seen. It's amazing. I'm absolutely baffled. It's the one energy drink or supplemental type thing that I've been able to consume that doesn't come with a significant crash. This one, I don't even notice the crash. So, favorite supplement, either Alpha Brain or creatine. Creatine is great for the brain, not just muscles. I've heard a lot about creatine, don't fully understand what creatine does, but when I get into the gym especially, it's something I really wanted to look into more, is like supplements and stuff. Because my first phase is to lose, by the way, I don't think I've actually said this on stream, I'm down 30 pounds from when I started, which is amazing. I don't remember exactly when I started, it's been over a year, but I am down a full 30 pounds now, and most of that, I think actually 10 of that has been in the last 8 weeks. So I'm starting to really get it locked in. Just caloric deficit, that's all I'm doing, nothing crazy. And then after I get down to, my goal weight is to get down to about 190 and then really start going into the gym and start working on my actual physical fitness. Because right now I'm losing weight, which I've already noticed my energy levels and clarity going up substantially. I also drink a lot more water. I've been really bad about it the last like week and a half, but it's been a good thing. So let's fix that right away. What is Alpha Brain, by the way, Austin, if you're still chilling? Austin T, I guess that is. I know there was another Austin. One of my buddies is here as well. Curious what, I know a little bit about creatine, like I know of it. I think I've heard of Alpha Brain. If I'm remembering right, it's a Joe Rogan endorsed thing, but I don't remember. Deadlock is just like Overwatch's Stadium mode, only way more complicated. Interesting. So that's why it was brought up, by the way. Licky, we were talking about how Stadium was going to be a big game changer, no pun intended. And I haven't played it because I don't have time to play it. But I think that what the idea was, when I do make Stadium content, someone suggested that I play Deadlock to try it comparatively. So that was for federal employees. My company still lets me work remote, etc. So I'm chilling. Nice. He did give me a lot more work. We had to go through disabling people's accounts and offboarding people. I bet that was tough. But at least you had something to do, right? Job security. It's amazing progress, dude. Keep it up. Thank you. I'm really motivated by the continual progress. It's been a big deal. It's amazing progress. Oh, I already read that. Sorry. Keep it up, brother, man. I appreciate you, Todd. Thanks for being here. Joe Rogan supplements, lol. It's one that he endorses. I don't know if it's one of his or not. I think, if I'm thinking of the right one. Alpha Brain is a nootropic brain supplement, has amino acids and herbs. Apparently, it's not herbs that support dopamine and memory. I do think that's the one I'm thinking of that I've actually heard Joe Rogan endorse a few times. And I love or hate Joe Rogan, by the way. I think he's been one of the really big influences over the last little while, and I'm really proud of how much progress he's made. I mean, to come from the physical world he was in into this very mental, heavy, conversational world, and to do it so well is such an accomplishment, and I don't think any of us can really take that from him. So... Oh, I read it wrong. Your deadlock invite is going to be in your email. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. The subject should say you've been invited to help test deadlock. Thank you, by the way, Dorston, for doing that. And I will. I'll create deadlock content. I'll have to figure out how I want to schedule that in. Probably somewhere around Stadium's release. You know, because I think... Did they ever say what season? I think it was season 16, but I don't remember that Stadium was coming out. Joe Rogan is part owner of Onnit, who makes it. Oh, okay. Was he always part owner? Or I wonder if he became part owner because of how much he was talking about it and just realized he could invest. Has a MOBA-like League third person, ability cooldown management from Overwatch, like a mishmash of your favorite games from what I can tell. That's pretty cool. I'm excited to try it. Yeah, I think it'll be really good. I'm always down to try something. Yeah, my overall health, guys. I mean, my health has taken a whole 180. It is so much better. Like, I am so much more physically clear, and I haven't felt this good in a long time. Like, it's been really refreshing to have. My bad, not part owner, a big investor. He just talks about it a lot. Yeah. I kind of figured that was the case. He didn't strike me as a guy who would own something. I bet you sleep better too. I honestly do sleep a lot better. So I've been working on... Do you guys want to... Is this something you guys are even interested in? Or am I just yapping to gamers about stuff that none of you care about? Be honest. Is this something that we should even be talking about? Or should I just move on? Like my health habits, to be clear. There's a bunch of them I could share with you guys that have been tremendously helpful. But I don't know if that's even interesting to you guys. When you play Deadlock, hit me up. I'm so down to get back into it. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Maybe it'd be cool to do like Deadlock and Stadium content with a community. Like, I think that'd make it kind of fun. Add another element to it. Trust, we're good. Bro, I don't even like Overwatch that much anymore and tune into your streams. That's fair. That's fair. So, okay, I'll make this brief for those that may not be interested, but I have a few key habits, okay? So, here, we'll break out something to kind of make notes of it for fun. I'd be down to be part of the community. I'm off top 500 in Overwatch. Dude, that's dope. Of course, none of this stuff would be irrelevant to the ranked side of things. It's Stadium and Deadlock, so... Jeez, struggling there, Austin. Having a stroke? Are you okay? Taking too many of them supplements, I see. So let me get the reaction scene opened up here, and we'll bust out the handy dandy notepad. Okay, so basically I have a handful of like very direct things. So number one is a caloric deficit. For those that are unfamiliar with like what a caloric deficit actually is, the way that I've understood it, and you'll have to correct me, those of you that may be a little bit more aware of how to define this, there's probably a way to look it up, but the way that I would define this is I shoot for consuming no more than 2,000 calories a day. The reason I got to that number is I just started by tracking my food. That's all I did. I started by literally not limiting anything and just tracking my food. And I realized that I had extreme highs and extreme lows. There were days where I would eat like 1,600 calories because I was just a workaholic and forgot to eat. There were other days that I ate like 3,500 to 4,000 calories in a day, but the average was still in the like 27 to, I think it was like 2,700 calories a day to 2,900 calories a day on average. So it dropped by almost 1,000 calories a day, and I wanted to start there. I actually experimented with going down to 1,900 and 1,800 a day, Found myself a lot more irritable. I wasn't actually losing that much more weight. I was having a hard time maintaining a discipline that those calories actually had enough nutrient density to them that I wasn't feeling hungry later. I've since learned a lot about satiating yourself by eating more fiber and protein. So I've learned a lot about that in the last little while, just to kind of maximize the calories. Like even when I go to McDonald's, my go-to order. What's up, Parallels? Thanks so much for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you, homie. We're just having a little chat for a second, and then we're gonna get into some aim training, get into rivals. So, what was I saying? My brain just went. High fiber and protein sounds like keto. I can honestly say I don't avoid carbs though. I just look at like. Oh, let me give you an example, so maybe this will make sense. So that was where I was going. This is my go-to McDonald's order. So it used to be I would get a couple. So I'd get 2 McChickens with no lettuce because I don't understand how people can like warm shredded lettuce. That just is so nasty to me. Anyway, so I would get 2 McChickens, no lettuce. I would get a 6-piece nugget with honey mustard and a large French fry. I have no idea how many calories that is, by the way. Now what I do is I had noticed at one point when I was starting to track my food that those 6 nuggets were decently reasonable in protein and they were very low in calorie compared to like a French fry that has like just straight carbs and no substance whatsoever. And even the McChickens, if I had just eaten the chicken itself, maybe it would have been fine, but the breading and the mayo, obviously that stuff was not great. So that's where I started. And I think it's around 1,000. I would think it might even be more than that. I would not be at all surprised if it was more. A large French fry. Do you guys want to find out? I gotta make sure I don't accidentally dox myself though, so let's just move this over here for a minute. Sometimes when you pull up like food places, it'll be like, hey, here's your zip code. You're like, can we not? So let's do nutrition facts, nutritional information. Is there a PDF or something? Oh, they actually have like an actual calculator. Dope. Okay, block the location. Maybe that'll help. Okay, yeah, it just says find your restaurant. Okay, we're good. So I can stick this over here. That is not the way I meant to do that. Give me just a second. So for fun, my old order, this is just an example, by the way. Making me hungry. I'm so sorry. McChickens are gas. They're good. Bro, my back is growing by the second listening. I'm so sorry. About to go eat 3,000 calories worth of McDonald's. All right, we're changing subjects. So, okay, French fries, I would do, it was not a small. Can I do oh, here we go. I can go large. And then I would go add more items. So it would be chicken and fish sandwiches. So we'd do the McChickens, edit the ingredients. We may as well take off the lettuce just to make sure that we're being close the ingredients. And then I would actually do 2 of those. Is there a way to, do I just have to add another one separately? It would be nice to have a little toggle there. If anybody's even watching over there at McDonald's, at the corporate office. So yeah, that's just that. Now if I added the 6-piece nugget and we go here, we go 6-piece, you can actually see it's like 250 calories. And then we could go ahead and add the sauce in as well if I can find. Is there not a sauce packet somewhere? Was I blind when it was over here? Can you go edit ingredients? Oh, you can. Okay, so that's how you do it. Okay, so delete that. And then we'll edit this one and we got a honey mustard. And we hit close ingredients. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a collab. So what days are the McDonald's streams? You just had an 800 calorie sandwich. Yeah, I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. So I'll get to my other habits in just a second. This is just kind of a fun conversation to have. So it probably adds it up here, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. So yeah, you said it was about 1,000. This is actually how many calories I was eating. And now what I get instead is I don't get the McChickens at all. I like the McChickens, but I can't tell you the last time I had one. It's been a long time. I get a small fry, which I mean, just that in and of itself, you go from 480 calories to 230. So it's almost exactly in half, right? And then I get a 20-piece nugget, and I still get a honey mustard, and it's more than one. So we'll just go ahead and throw that in there just because. And now instead of 1,570 calories, I don't remember how many grams of protein, we'd have to go back. But instead of 1,570, I just cut out 460 calories out of that. It's literally, I cut it by 30%, and I'm still feeling satiated by the end. So this has been like just kind of the thing that I've done is kind of like finding new things to work on. Come on, computer. That was Privyet. Okay. I didn't know that's how you type that. Hello. I'll say it right back to you. I think a good source of protein is Cane's without fries and bread. I believe 4 pieces are 52 grams. Oh, I'm sure. Cane's is also just really busy around here. That kind of time. Chipotle. The Chipotle bowls are also great to cut out the calories from a tortilla. Oh, for sure. There's plenty of good places to go, but I love McDonald's. I'm a sucker for McDonald's. As Cad Bane knows. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Sorry, my chat. I just realized my chat's not on this scene either, so you guys can't see it. Well, we won't spend too much longer on this scene anyway. So this is my first habit I worked on as a caloric deficit. Then there was an intermittent fast, and this helped me a ton. So this helped me with the caloric deficit, actually. So I only eat from 12 p.m. to roughly 8 p.m. I'm actually trying to narrow that down right now to 6 p.m., but it's not a huge deal to me. 8 p.m., which means it's a 16-8 window, right? So 16 hours of a fast, 8 hours of food. And when I break my fast, I only eat like a bag of protein chips from Quest. It's been my kick in the last little while. 140 calories and like 19 to 20 grams of protein, depending on the flavor. Really solid, very satiating. And that only eats up not even 10% of my calories for the day, so that when I have a dinner, I can have a nice filling, very high calorie, high density dinner, and it was phenomenal. That's what it's worked really well for me. So I did the intermittent fast, and then there were a couple of other things. These things helped with my physical health, like losing weight, and overall, when you lose weight, you gain energy, because what your muscles used to have to move around before, they don't have to move around as much of now. That's just the default of when you lose weight, and I've lost 30 pounds, so there's a very big difference. But the other thing I've worked on is water intake. And the rule of thumb that I've been told is you want to take in half of your ideal body weight in pounds in ounces. So my ideal body weight, I've kind of figured, was about $190. 190 pounds would be then half of that in fluid ounces, so that's 95 ounces of water a day. These things here, there's a reason you see this water bottle a lot. It's a 24-ounce bottle of water, and if I fill it up 4 times, I've hit 96. So I do this, and whenever I actually steadily drink that throughout the day, I definitely notice a difference. Caffeine. I have a caffeine window. This is it. Okay. I'm not as worried about how much caffeine, but it typically is only about 100 milligrams a day at most. It's actually been closer to 80 from what I've been consuming lately per day. And it's only after 2 hours of being awake. I do not drink it first thing in the morning. I wait 2 hours, and then I do not drink any other caffeine. The halftime, I think is it the half-life? Is that the term? I can't remember the term for it, but basically 50% of the body, or 50% of caffeine's effects are still in your body after, I could be wrong on this number, so please don't quote me, but I know for sure it's more than 5 hours. So people will say don't drink caffeine, any closer to your bedtime than 5 hours. Just to give you a perspective, I'm awake. I wake up at 5 a.m. Oh, jeez, Licky Sticky, that's crazy. That's wild. Licky Sticky over on Twitch said, my caffeine window is however much G fuel I can snort in each nostril without just stroking out. Good Lord. Sleep. So this is actually a good way to visualize it. Sleep is typically about 9 p.m. Ish. That's actually, let's be fair, it's closer to 10. So I'm awake at 5. Caffeine, 7 a.m. So I actually have a full, 15 hours? 15 hours between when I drink caffeine in the morning and when I go to sleep at night. And this has been a game changer for me. And then I actually have reminders in my phone on my calendar to drink a certain amount of water. As long as I get through 4 of these in a day, we're good. So I've marked 4 equal distant things for that throughout the day. And as long as I stay on top of it, I'm usually doing pretty good. Right now I'm a little behind because of the arcade day with my son. I didn't drink any water. We were running around playing games. We didn't care about that. So I would say my water intake, the caffeine window, caffeine intake, I'll actually label it that way as well. And the max I will do in a day is 100 milligrams. And here's the big thing too. This combined with this has actually brought my energy levels up the most out of all of this. Because if honestly, my goal is not 8 p.m. I've been falling to 8 p.m. My goal is actually 6 p.m. And I've noticed that when I hit 6 p.m. and I haven't eaten food after that, I sleep a lot deeper. Like, I wake up feeling a lot more refreshed, even with a 7-hour sleeping window. And this, by the way, I'm in bed at 10. I am not asleep by 10. That's my goal. So this has been my secret to actually getting myself back to an equilibrium that is consistent, something that I can expect and know what's coming. And I don't, I used to deal with a lot of acid reflux. For those of you that are familiar, basically just your heartburn. If you're familiar with what heartburn is, that was something I struggled with a ton. And oh my gosh, man, it has been, I feel a lot better. That's my point. When I was on a low carb diet, I used to only eat bowls of shredded cheese. I couldn't look at cheese in the same way for a year. Oh, 100%. That's fair. I'm not even a cheese guy that much, to be honest. For me, I just drink 4 to 6 water bottles, which is about 2 to 3 liters. Nice. Solid. I mean, that's, any amount of water is better than no water. That was just the rule of thumb I found and went with. Bro, I live off of Coke Zero. I probably have pure aspartame flowing through my veins. I can't live without my Diet Dr. Pepper. What's crazy is you both individually just said the 2 sodas that I still drink. I love Mountain Dew. If I'm having a regular soda, I'm gonna have Mountain Dew. I truly like Voltage and Code Red are my 2 favorite flavors of all time. I do not like the diet versions of those. I would rather just have the actual thing. But Coke Zero and Diet Dr. Pepper are so based, and I love those. They are actually so good. I really like those. When I was working at Guarantee Bank, I can say it now because I don't work there anymore. But when I was working at the bank locally, they had a soda fridge that I think it was only like 20 cents a can or something. It was super inexpensive. I can't remember exactly what it was now. And I actually went in and I would have like 2 to 4 sodas a day, but they all were either Coke Zero or Diet Dr. Pepper. So good. Only 100 milligrams? Oh, that's a lot, dude. That's a freaking boatload of caffeine. I used to drink a lot more than that. I used to drink a couple Red Bulls a day, which I think Red Bulls are like 200 milligrams, the sizes I was drinking. So it was like 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. But 100 milligrams has been the spot for me, for sure. Sprite is the best drink. Sprite is very good. Very based. That's a good drink too. I'm not super picky when it comes to sodas. I think the only one that I really don't care for all that much is like Coke or Pepsi. I'm really not a fan. Like traditional Coke or traditional Pepsi, just the regular stuff. I'm not a fan of either of those. I would rather drink water at that point. But pretty much anything else I would drink. That stuff tastes like liquid TV static. Wait, what? What does? I'm so confused. I could scratch my head and there'd be 100 milligrams in the skin that falls out. Oh, gross, dude. Licky Sticky's actually just trying to come up with recycled G Fuel. Just snorting the G Fuel and scratching their head until they come back up with another tub. McDonald's Sprite does? It tastes like liquid TV static. Is that a good thing? You said it was good. If it was from McDonald's, right? I'm confused. That doesn't sound like a good thing. Liquid TV static is not good to me. I miss root beer, to be honest. Ever since I switched to diet, I can't drink it anymore. Diet root beer is horrible. Agreed. And sugar and soda tastes weird to me now, so I can't handle normal root beer. Crazy. It's amazing how, like, when you get away from the sugar, how much your body doesn't want it anymore. Like, we celebrated my wife and my birthday. We have them coming up on Sunday and Monday. This upcoming Sunday and Monday are our birthdays. So a week from today. And we have adjacent birthdays. Some people don't know that. My wife and I have birthdays right next to each other. So we celebrated it with our family this past Sunday, yesterday. Yesterday was Monday. This past Sunday. Today is Tuesday. Oh my gosh, I'm struggling. Maybe I did need more caffeine today. And I went ahead and let myself have like a maple donut for the first time in a little bit. And I had a Code Red and a Voltage Mountain Dew. didn't really care about my calories that day. You know, you have to allow yourself sometimes that freedom. You just don't want to go off the deep end. You got to get right back on the horse too. But anyway, I was amazed at how much I noticed the sugar in the sodas, especially the maple donut. I mean, it's literally just pure sugar. If you can't really be surprised by that. But when you get so used to non-sugar dense drinks and you drink a sugar dense one, it's like, whoa, you're suddenly a lot more aware of how much sugar there is. I like all Sprites besides canned ones because they taste mediocre at room temperature. Fair. Snort the dandruff for a little bump. Good idea. Ugh. Gross. You're telling me that you like TV static, Dorston? I feel like this might be a red flag. I'm going to be honest. Unless I'm misunderstanding. I've got to be misunderstanding. There's no way you actually unironically like TV static. Only when it's Sprite TV static? Is there a... I'm so confused. It's just crispy. Oh, the crispiness is like TV static. Is that what you're saying? Maybe that's what I was missing. Is that what we're talking about? That would make more sense. Oh, okay. That makes so much more sense. I thought you were telling me that you liked TV static so much that as long as the Sprite tastes good, like it was the good stuff, that it tastes like TV static. And I'm like, that's not good. And you're like, but it is good. I'm like, I'm so confused. Why are you excited about this? Dude, that's freaking hysterical. Oh my gosh, that took us way too long. Okay, let's be real. That took me way too long. That wasn't your fault. Over here yapping. We've been yapping for an hour, chat. People came here for Marvel Rivals, and what they got was just straight up yapping. Bro's a certified TV static hater. Oh, for sure. Who isn't? You find someone that likes TV static, and I will show you the next serial killer. Like, what? What do you mean? Oh man, dude, I love hanging out with you guys. This right here is why I love live streaming, dude. I don't need to have millions of viewers, man. I'm thankful to have just a handful to chill with and talk to, and hopefully give you guys some laughs in your day, man. That's, if I never make it massive as a creator, that's okay. I used to watch the TV static on the naughty channels. You get a peek every now and then at something good. Oh my lord. Sticky, I feel like you need to be in an asylum. Are you okay? Glaze us harder. Gross. Oh lord. Anyway, moving on. Listen, if you are, probably a lot of you guys are not here for the first time. What do you mean? I'm perfectly normal. I mean, okay. Most of you that I see in the chat anyway are not here for the first time, but for those of you who may be, who are just chilling in the background, first of all, this is not the normal conversation. This is just an interesting day. So, second of all, this community, as you can probably see just from the chat, has a very wide group of people in it. It's very diverse. You have a set of people that are Christians. You have a set of people who are hardcore into the LGBTQIA plus community. And guess what? We exist in the same area and we don't hate each other. It's weird. It's almost like you don't have to hate each other when you disagree. Strange. Anyway, listen, if you are in that place right now where you're like, I'm looking for something to help me feel more connected, this community truly does align itself on one principle. It's a very simple one. And literally, regardless of your personal beliefs, it's easy to align with. That idea is that life is difficult. Don't do it alone. That's it. Pretty straightforward. My personal encouragement that goes outside the community, but as a byproduct of that, is to find, this is the big thing, find Christ, find friendship, and find community in that order. So that when life hits the fan, you can pray to an infinite God who loved you enough to send his son to die for you, effectively bridging the gap between us and him that our behavior created. And the second piece is friendship. Friendship's there when you just need to physically anchor into reality with like a one-on-one conversation. Maybe you want to go get a cup of coffee. Maybe it's a Discord call and you want a game with a friend to help kind of get yourself anchored and get back into the, okay, that sucked, but we got to keep pushing forward. And the third piece is, while it is at the end, is not the least important of all things in life, and that's community. Community is there for when life hits the fan at a practical level and you just need some help. Some people, you need your rent paid, right? Maybe you lost your job, God forbid, and you You need to get your rent paid, right? Maybe you've lost your job and maybe you haven't lost your job. We'll go with a different example, but maybe your money's just hurting right now and you're trying to figure out how to work with inflation and you just need some help with food, right? You're like, man, I could roll with some rice and beans instead of starving at this point. I'm telling you, there are people in this community who, in the Discord, and I'm not joking, this is not just a plug for the Discord. We are not a partnered Discord. I make no money from Discord. This is not any kind of a bias. This is truly meant to be a place for you to connect with other people, build friendships, build community, and talk about faith. Even if you agree to disagree with each other at the end of the day. There was literally a conversation. It was in the wrong part of the Discord, but there was a really good conversation that happened in the Discord about that today. Somebody got really frustrated by some people on the internet who shoved their faith down throats of people in a very disrespectful way. And what was amazing is I saw both people that were outside the Christian faith and people inside the Christian faith agree with that person and say, hey, you know what, you're right. No one should be doing it that way. That's horrible, and I'm sorry you dealt with that. There was not one person that was like, oh, you should have just gotten over your pride and ego. No, that's not how this community works. So if any of those things are interesting to you, please join the Discord. And seriously, it's free. It costs you nothing. If you're on Twitch right now, you should be able to use !Discord. Please let me know if that doesn't work. You can definitely use the panels as far as I'm aware. If you're on YouTube, you can check the description. It is right there for you. And I know for a fact that link has been working. So feel free to check out either of those and jump in. So the other thing I do for you guys, finally, before we get into the content for the day, is I do pray for you guys. I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, and I please know that I respect you. You don't have to agree with prayer. You can think I'm just praying to some invisible sky daddy in the sky, and that's it. That's very redundant, but you get what I'm saying. And I want to just encourage you to understand that we don't have to agree, but please know that I don't take forever to pray. It takes 3 minutes. It hasn't even taken that long usually lately. So if it's not your cup of tea, I come back in 3 minutes. That's what I'd ask. Come back in 3 minutes or mute, and then 3 minutes from now, I'll be done. If you're watching it on YouTube, it will be chaptered, the start and end. I've been working on making a really good habit of doing that, so people can just skip past it if they want to, and then we'll get started. So thank you guys for being here. I'm going to pray real quick, and then we'll get started today. God, thank you so much for today. For every person who's here, regardless of their faith, their political views, or personal beliefs of any kind, I hope they understand that even if we'd completely disagree with each other on every known topic, that I have nothing but respect and care for them in my heart. I pray that would bleed out of me, that it would be true, that every person that comes into contact with me would understand and see that I am not just trying to shove my faith down people's throats. I'm not just trying to pray so that you guys will convert or die. It's a true heartfelt relationship that I have, that I get to walk every single day with the God of the universe who loved me enough to send his son to die for me. And I pray I never get used to that. I pray that it would always be something that I'm just struck in awe of who you are and what you've done for me. And I pray that my actions and my words and everything that I do would reflect you. I'm just a guy. At the end of this life, I'm going to go on to the next life. I'm going to go on to and from my personal beliefs, I'm going to go on to an eternity with you. The 80 to 100 years that I'll be blessed with on this earth are temporary in the scope of eternity. And I pray that in that time that I will have loved you well and served you well, Lord, so that the people around me see you in me. Help me to serve the community well. Help me to die better to myself today and my wants and my desires so that I can yield to what you have in my life. Go before me today. Give us great content and a great, great stream in Jesus' name. Amen. Man, thankful for you guys, for real. Appreciate you guys being here again. I know that not everybody are Christians here, and please believe me when I tell you I'm immensely thankful for those of you that chill regardless. We'll go ahead and swap over to Aimlabs. We're going to get our aim training in. We're going to burn through it. I'm not going to sit here and yap a bunch in between. I'll basically read a couple messages in between each one, and then we'll get going. So... yeah, some of us abuse G Fuel and other caffeine-containing products. You worry me. How do you remember the whole name of the LGBT? I get lost at the queue. So here's my POV on that. I know it's kind of a funny joke, like I get it, because there's a lot of letters. But here's what I would say. If we're going to get upset with the LGBT community for anything regarding our faith, we can't be surprised when they're upset that we forgot a letter in the alphabet. That's the reason I've taken the time to remember it. I'm not great at it. Sometimes I make a mistake, but I try to be respectful of people even if I don't agree. And I know you were being kind of silly, but I want to make sure I answer that question directly. Sticky, I'm not sure why that didn't work. That's very strange. Let me look at that real quick. Okay, well, that's just weird. Bot dead. Bot has dead. He is not dead. D-E-D. Dead. Give me just a second. For some reason, the Streamlabs bot will sometimes just turn itself off, too. I don't know why. I have noticed that. It's one of my biggest pet peeves with Streamlabs, and I don't know if it's a user error and I'm doing something or what. Hey, thanks, KP. I appreciate it. What's up, Dex? Always a great time to see you in the chat. Thank you for being so loyal, dude. I think you literally comment on every video I post on YouTube, so thank you, dude. Oh, I just got back as your YouTube was your YouTube talking about my crash out. Yeah, it was a totally valid crash out, man. Wrong part of the Discord, but you know, that is what it is. Would you look at that? It turned off the cloud bot again. Why did you turn it off? I don't understand. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and while I'm at it, just confirm that I've got the right link in there. I've turned it back on, but I don't know if the link is valid, so give me just a minute here. I figure if it's turned that off, it may be so long that I just didn't. Gotta appreciate how you try. You know, I'm making an effort, man. I ain't perfect, that's for sure. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, wait, no, that was right. I clicked the right button. Okay. So we're gonna go here, go grab the Discord link out of the YouTube stuff, because I know that link's been working. So I'll just make sure that it's the same. Oh yeah, it was the same. Wow. Okay. Boom. Okay. The chatbot should be working now over on Twitch if you guys want to try it out. I'm gonna get rid of one of them though. One of the links. Okay, that's a join. Isn't there one that pulls up tips and stuff? Don't want that because I don't think I have the tip thing built over there, and I don't want anybody actually sending money into the abyss. Like here's how I've always lived. I respect you until you give me a reason not to, then I'll disrespect you and not ever drop it. It's petty, I know, but it makes me sane. That's fair. I'm being harassed in your Discord server. It's so funny, I'm crying. You're being harassed and it's funny. That sounds about right. Hello, my love. Everything okay? Babe? Hey. What's wrong? Are you rearranging the kids' room? Oh, Lord. I forgot it's been at least 4 business days. It's time to do it again. Am I wrong? Am I, though? I tease my wife a lot. She likes to rearrange a lot. She is actually Are you okay? She didn't fall, by the way. That was just one of the things that was up against the wall. She's all right. My mother does the same thing. I think it's just a men thing that we got to keep our rooms the same way. So, okay, here's the thing. She just likes to have things change up a little bit. That's all. They like to create projects to stress about. Wait, that's too real. Hold on, dude. That's too real. Wait, what? Apparently, Nightmare let go somebody. They rotated somebody out. Wait, what? Apparently, they had some issue with a guy named Matt. Yikes. Civis, how about we don't involve the man himself? Oh, that's crazy for a team that made GF. Oh, grand finals. Yeah, well, they said due to some very serious issues regarding Matt Merck, we will be releasing him from the N Team or Nightmare rotation roster effective immediately. That's crazy. I don't know what happened, but that's super unfortunate. What is with all these esports giants being like the worst human beings? What is with that? It makes me even more passionate to stay in this industry and maybe even stay in esports long term. And they followed me here. Oh no. What's up, Jebby? I'm sorry, I don't think I said hey. What's up, man? Did you see the wait, did I think I shared it. Yeah, did you see the newest short that I posted? That's why. Wait, what's why? I'm so confused. Oh, that's what I was doing. I needed to pull up Voltaic so I can get my regiment pulled up. You don't think so, babe? Oh, okay. You should check it out. It's literally you and me. I think you remember, aren't you? Yeah, you remember. It doesn't show on the multi-stream that I have right now, so I had to look over at the other one. All right, ladies and germs. Little update for those of you that haven't kept track of my aim training routines and rhythms. We're just trying to do the routine for 28 days. Okay. And I will pull up the React scene real quick so you guys can actually see the progress so far. Ew, gross. I'm sorry to hear that, Necrosa. That's no bueno. Oh, people are awful. Anyway, so it seems like this very first one is one of my best ones. So we'll just do that. But then after that, I just got to lock in. 3 and 4, I've really got to do my very best. These are clicking, and then I got tracking and switching. So the first 6, I want to just try and bust out right in a row and really work on the clicking part of it. Who just got outed as a horrible person? Matt Merck, apparently. I don't know. I don't keep track of the scene well enough, I guess. But the goal is to see if we can... I'd like to see us hit fully into silver today. That'd be cool. Add them to the P. Diddy list. Oh, too soon, dude. Too soon, bro. Man, I'm throwing. I didn't even update my rank thing. That's unlucky. Okay. Well, now we can turn off that cluster while we're doing this part, though. Let me minimize the Voltaic app tracking stuff and get my headphones on as well. Taking a dumb... You meant a dump, didn't you? During work hours. You just told me and everybody else on the internet that you're taking a dump during work hours. I mean, you gotta do it. I mean, if you're feeling like you need to go use the restroom, use the restroom. It's one of the stupidest things that I think places actually have a policy on that. It's like, what? Okay, how have I not heard from these guys? I may actually, by the end of stream, have to step away and make a phone call to the mechanic that's got our van still, so... Who doesn't poop during work hours? Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I gotta see which one posted today. Oh, it's the Torbjorn one. Okay. Dope. I gotta post the TikTok and then we can actually get this started. Oopsies, let me watch this short. Okay, I think I've posted it. It's just waiting. Okay, dope. So now I need to delete that file from my phone so I don't accidentally post it a second time. Share that workout playlist and let us rate it. Workout playlist. Me? I don't have a workout playlist, bro. Oh yeah, and by the way, Dwarfstein, if you're still here, I do have that email about deadlock. So thank you, man. I really appreciate you doing that. All right. Let's lock it in, dude. You love the short, dude. Wasn't it so funny? It was probably one of my favorite ones to edit. Been a couple days, so it'll probably be a little bit of a rough warm-up here. Good night. Missing a lot more of my shots today. Okay. Yeah, accuracy was down, but score went up a little bit, so I'll take that. It means I was moving a lot faster. How much accuracy did I actually lose? Like 10%? Oh, 12%. That's not great. It's actually closer to 11. Yeah, Jebby, that was a fun one to put together. I really had a lot of good times laughing with that one for sure. Oh my. Why is this one so tricky? I think I'm not understanding how this one's supposed to work is probably the big problem. I think I'm supposed to be flicking, but I really don't know. I've been tracking them for a while and it takes too long. Yeah, this one I don't see myself doing very well today, I'm going to be honest. It may not actually hurt for me to watch someone do this. That's actually probably a good idea. Want someone who has like a really good score that does this. Yeah, I mean, slightly better than last time. I'll take it. Considering that was one that I didn't feel super confident in. That one I feel like I've kind of flatlined in. I got to work on that. Okay, this one we're going to go for speed. Whoa. Yep, I moved faster. That was one. That was my third. Nice. This was one that I actually had a huge amount of room for improvement on, I think. I'm going to double check myself. Yeah, dude, I had a lot of room for improvement on that one. Big. Like, really happy with that. That's a big deal. What a great way to start. This other one I also have a lot of room for, so we're going to move fast. Okay. Accuracy went down a little bit, and actually a fair amount, because I've been sitting in like the high 90s. I went quite a bit faster, missed a lot more shots, but I actually made a better improvement on that as well. So, trying to get my Lord Magneto as well. Nice, dude. Nice. Very PogChamp. So, I mean, I'm thrilled to death that I made an improvement on one that I have been struggling in. That may actually be, besides the second tracking one, that is probably one of my worst scores that I improved today. So I'm really happy with that. Okay, so this one is, we are on the 5th one, and these ones move. All right, let's see how we can do this here. This one's got some room for improvement as well. Not as much as many of my others, but there's still room, so let's make it happen. Oh, whoa, whoa. The heck? Okay, we're restarting. Wrist started hurting really bad there. That was weird. It didn't like, it was just sore and tender. It's probably because I didn't get to do stretches before. So, we restart, we go again. That was a rough start. Okay. Accuracy slightly lower, but I placed, that's my 3rd best score of all time. I think I am just like, I'm working on my balance of speed and stuff. So here's what I'm going to probably work on. I'm going to make myself a note really quick. Got a note somewhere. Aim training notes. Okay, let me leave myself a note. So we're going to go, this is day 17. And I'm going to leave myself a note. Wasn't able to stretch. Noticed additional discomfort. And then I will also notate, decided to try to find resources to actually improve, as I have stagnated the most the past 3 days. Okay. And after, I mean, so I'll do today, I'll finish my stuff today. But yeah, I think that it's really interesting that it's interesting how much I am struggling right now. New record. Nice. Big. Couple new records today. And just really focusing. That feels really good. Not my best accuracy, which means that whenever I look at these clicking ones and I see lower accuracy and higher score, means that I'm moving faster while my accuracy is taking a hit for it, it's okay. So that's good to know. That's good to know. Has the aim training daily improved at all for you? Like, has it improved my aim? Is that what you're asking? Because if so, absolutely. No, that was a really rough start. What was that? What am I missing on this one? Man, that one is really escaping me. I ran out of mouse pad twice on that one. Not sure what to make of that yet. If any of you guys are super aim training nerdy and you want to help out, let me know. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong here. Because tracking, I feel like, is probably the one area that I do the best in overall. Okay. Better than the last time I did it. Good. Accuracy went down quite a bit. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I think those stretches are really, like, I'm noticing myself pulling myself back a little bit more because my wrist is hurting. And it is right in the wrist now. It used to be pretty much all over the place, but it's a wrist. You want to be able to do at least a 360 end to end. Okay, so let's just make sure. This is like the edge of my mouse pad. Really close. Are you using what I have? Are you having what I have? I don't think so. Hmm. Bro, I have Intel i3 and 8 gigs of RAM laptop. What games can I play? There's a lot. What kind of games are you into? And I would also want to know your video card if you can tell me. Even if it's just integrated graphics is fine. I just need to know. And I also would love to know what kinds of games you're into, and I can make some recommendations. Yo, what is going on? Normally I'm not that bad. Like story games? There's a ton of them out there, especially if you like story games. If you're not super worried about graphics, I would honestly just look up like low graphic story games, or story games for a budget PC or something like that. I imagine you'll find some good stuff. I would make some recommendations, but story games are not a super big genre of mine, so I don't really have like the best recommendations is my point. Yeah, Niche had to deal with that. It's alright, that's gonna probably throw this one off and it's fine. Yeah. Honestly, with a PC like that, I would just play retro ROMs. I mean, yeah, that's a good idea. Playing retro stuff on like a emulator or something. All right. I think I might be figuring out what's been going on, why my wrist hurts sometimes and why my elbow hurts other times. We'll talk about that in a minute. End of this exercise, in fact, I'll talk about it. Yeah, I think I've been aiming with my wrist, and then when my wrist wears out, I naturally swap to my arm, which is on my elbow. Yeah, that's what it is. Did you really? That's cool, Dwarfston. I actually have built PCs, and I'm planning on starting a tech channel, hopefully actually in April. Obviously, it'll be separate from all this, so... Nice. Accuracy went up quite a bit. Because I wasn't... I was originally... at a slightly lower score, though. That's interesting. So yeah, that one is really just not accuracy driven. Okay. A lot of people have told me that on the poke switching ones like this. Yeah, this one's basically been flatlined for a while. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, itchy today. I don't know why. I did wear a hat today for the first time in a long time. Golly. Oof. Yeah. That one's not good. Okay, we got 3 more. Today is just going to be a push through kind of day. I can tell. Correct our posture here just to make sure that's not like a big kicker. All right, here we go. Oof. Almost didn't get that. I would have driven my OCD nuts the rest of my life. 2 more, guys. Here we go. Good Lord. Nope, I need a break. There's something wrong. That is really crazy. I don't normally have this much discomfort in my wrist and elbow. That is very abnormal for me. So I need a second. I'm trying to push through it, but I know that's just going to skew the results too heavily. I don't know why everything's hurting so bad today. My diet's not been bad. Water's been good. May just be an off day. I feel like I'm slightly lower. All right, here we go. Dude, why am I so itchy today? What the heck? It's also starting to get kind of warm in this room. I'm noticing that distinctly as well. Okay, after this exercise, I need to make sure the heater didn't stay on. It probably did, now that I think about it. I normally turn it off before stream, but because I was running a little late back from the arcade with the kiddo, I did not get it turned off, so I bet you the room's just getting hot. Good lord. They're all just jumping all over each other here. Okay, yeah. Let me go check the heater real quick. Hang on. I'm gonna try standing for a minute here. Hopefully that'll help. Give me at least a different perspective. Last exercise, and then we're getting straight into rivals. Okay. We wrapped it up. Straight into rivals, 2 hours into stream. Shh. They don't know. They don't know. They do know, actually, but we're going to pretend they don't. All right. Well, I hit a couple new records today, so there should be at least a couple point bump, I would think here. We're at 263 right now. I'm thinking 265. Yep. 265 almost on the dot. So we had a couple of them that I improved well, but there are still 5 exercises in this whole thing that I am just not doing well. It would be these two here, and this one here. A lot of my tracking ones, interestingly, are struggling. The clicking ones there. So we just got to work on those and figure out what the fundamental issue is. So I'm going to watch somebody do these. I'm going to see if I can find somebody who just did a straight up, like, essentially a playthrough of it and see what I can figure out. Because I would really like to improve my aim. That is the reason I do this. I don't just do it for content. Like, it's truly something that I want to do. So. No, not Jackbox. Been playing Jackbox a lot lately, and I just tried to auto start. Oh Lord, that's funny. Got to give myself some laughs for that for sure. All right, while the game boots up. Oh, hold up. I forgot you have all these different things you have to do for this game. While the game boots up, I'm going to go fill up water so that I'm ready. I am catching up, but still behind on my water intake today, so I want to work on that. Yeah, there we go. Nothing I have to worry about right now. Yeah, it's still nothing from the mechanic. All right, I'll be right back. Give me just a couple. Holy Lord, have mercy. Okay. Sorry, I think it deserves 2 days a week. Wait, hold up. We only got about to get 30 minutes of Rivals. My favorite stream. Wait, hold up. I'm on until 5. We got an hour and a half, bro. Yeah, I wish I could give you guys that much time, but until I have finished my OWCS journey, I can't. Like, the only time that I got to put in the Overwatch. You know what I mean? Because I do enjoy Rivals, but, you know, and content-wise, Rivals is freaking awesome. But it's just not. And honestly, like, I think that Rivals in a lot of ways is better for content, but it's just not better for the competitive side. Not in my opinion. All right, so we have hero bands. And yes, I know you're still small screen, by the way. Some of you don't know this is what I use until we get into the game. And if I do forget once we're in the game, let me know. Tuesday, Thursdays, unfortunately, it's still too much time. So I have 4 streams a week is all I got. And if I split that time in half, I'm not even close to prioritizing Overwatch at that point, and I need to. So that is why it has stayed 1 a week. I would love to, honestly. I'd love to. But I just can't. I really can't. You're on Eastern? Yeah, no worries. No worries. Yeah, I'm Central. So, hour behind you. You're an hour in the future. Are these guys seriously? I'm kind of frustrated with the mechanic at this point. I'm going to be honest. These guys have been wonderful, but they've got a newer employee who called me earlier to let me know all of the things they discovered with the pre-purchase inspection we had them do. Just to kind of get an idea of things we might need to do in the near future. And when I tell you that he listed them all and didn't have prices for any of it yet, I'm like, bro.
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
Okay, I'm still banning. Oh, who I want to be. Oh, Magneto.
No timeline exists where Magneto yields.
Your goal is to make a living in esports.
Now,
Overwatch, and you probably shouldn't even be having a Rivals Day, so I appreciate that. That's fair. I mean, wait, please ban. Please, Wolverine. What, Spider-Man? What? Did Spider-Man get a buff or something? Spider-Man's terrible. Why are we banning Spider-Man? Did I miss a memo? Please, I beg. Especially if you guys are going to make me solo tank. At least give me the courtesy of banning Wolverine. Thank you. Holy cow. Oh, everybody banned Wolverine. That's hilarious.
you'll need a top-notch
Okay.
team to win this one.
Ask your team if the enemy has a one-trick Spider-Man. I don't know. I guess that's a good question. Yeah, I don't understand. You play Namor and you can shut him down. He got buffed but not OP. His tracers recharge 0.5 seconds faster. I don't know what that is. Stopping by while at work. Hope the games are going well. They are going well because they're just starting. So, should be good.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
What's up, ZWE? Yeah, valid take. Don't worry, I know we're still tiny screen. 10 more seconds roughly, I'll swap scenes. Alright, so who do we have? We have a Invisible Woman and Loki. We have Black Panther and looks like Storm to swap, okay? Cool. This should be a very good team. Here we go.
4,
3, 2, 1. Don't worry, it'll show up. I don't know why it does this every time, I'm gonna be honest. Okay.
vehicle to its destination.
Oh, now I'm having frame rate issues. I don't remember ever having that issue.
This day we prove ourselves worthy. Our enemy has been spotted. Cross the spider's web.
Guys.
Keep going. A little help, please.
Okay, I missed my shield or my bit there. Okay, bro overextended, not my fault. Okay, we got the.
The denizens of the deep have been dealt with. Your attacks are futile.
Oh, guys. Come on. Wait, we are diving tanks. Why are we diving tanks?
You need not fear. You cannot hurt me.
Okay, we got one.
Get in there. Insignificant gnats.
Oh, unfortunate. Get the Namor out.
It's spider time!
It seems we have
I am ready to put on a show.
Okay, we've got the Luna ult.
you cannot hurt me.
Oh, she's won. Nice. Oh,
I feel like myself again.
We push all the way to Yggdrasil.
okay, we got all that. Help our Thor. I forget you can't do that. There we go. Golly, that took a while. Okay.
Almost there. Don't turn
Your
back.
powers are mine.
Disappear.
Nature
Only
is
60 seconds left.
That was a silly ultimate from him. I don't know what he was thinking.
The tree we seek is not far from here.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
From this doorway, it must be strangers doing. I feel like myself again. They shall not escape our wrath now.
A little help, please.
What the?
Insignificant gnats. You shall not be harmed. Mechanical spider fit for a
I like the cold.
all that thunder for nothing for?
Okay, so they're.
You always were a petulant child, Wanda.
Keep going. It's spider time!
Great and generous king struck down. Avenge him. Insignificant gnats.
Okay. Okay, we come back out and get my sustain back. Oh, come on, you guys.
Your powers are mine.
I am ready to put on a show.
Okay, we need to back out. I have my shield up. Does that not stop it? I guess not.
A little help, please. There's more of that
My team has no idea I'm behind them, but it looks like it worked, so I'm mad about it.
Easily.
Never mind, it didn't work. So we've just staggered. Exciting.
Get to safety.
If you play a game you feel like you couldn't have done anything better, but you lost, I can review it with you and help. There you go.
Moving again.
It's a good way to help.
60 seconds left.
You need not fear.
Ooh. Sorry, bud. That's just kind of on you. I'm gonna be honest.
You are under my protection.
Deep freeze.
I am Asgard's might.
Down Final 10 seconds.
You cannot hurt me. I feel like myself again.
There we go.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Almost there. Don't turn back now. Disappear.
That's crazy. I'm dead. Okay. That's just, yeah, I mean, is what it is.
1, 2, 0.
I feel like I did pretty good there for me being my first game back on. I'm not mad at that at all.
Including which side you're on.
Not much I could do to help them out.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Be wary. No timeline exists where Magneto yields.
Okay. It's all right. First game on, I'm not going to worry about winning or losing. We're just going to have a good time with it. 12-2, I could probably be playing more aggressively. That'd be my immediate thought. So, that's okay. I'm also, I think, not maybe shooting the right targets.
Stay strong.
I need to look and see where my, because I have a dive and a Namor DPS. Probably need to be looking to see where they're going and try to set them up to get a really squishy target. True, Dorston, true. Yeah, that's fair, Jay.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nope, too early.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
I'm not using any cover at all. We're gonna come back up and around. Okay, we have a cloak. Okay, we're gonna try and get out. Dude, what, how? Okay. Nice Groot wall, I guess. Dang it. Well, they don't have any more Groot walls, so they should be able to hold this, I would think.
Mutants always rise again.
Man. Oh, they have a Lord Namor. And our Black Panther's still trying to go for it. Okay.
Make sure their path ends here. They should have known better than to betray me.
There is no way we're giving him this much space this early, right?
I feel like myself again.
Whoever they are, they don't.
They shall not escape our wrath now.
Good.
Disappear.
Use a little bit more cover here. Okay, we're gonna try and look into the back line here. I knew he had his cooldown up. Okay. Namor is in a pickle there.
Peace must belong to Namor. The foul beast died a stranger to my kingdom. Much better.
Where are my supports at?
Us against the world.
Oh, I flicked that wrong. What? Huh? Oh, Hawkeye hit a shot. Okay, I was like, wait, what? I think I was a little over half HP there. Good shot. I mean, can't be mad at it.
Shall not be removed so easily.
I'm out playing out in the middle of the open, too. That's my fault. I think Panther may have asked to burn, or to ban Namor. We just didn't. We banned Wolverine.
I feel like myself again.
Okay, they got a Venom.
You shall not be harmed.
Thanks for the shield. Fire mode.
Back to the point.
Only 60 seconds left.
Ah, here they are now. You need not fear.
Shields up. What am I? Invisible?
Okay, get the off angle taken care of. Oh man.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Okay, I gotta stay near this.
Down to 30 seconds.
Us against the world.
Okay, we got a shield up.
Vile creatures no longer summoned.
Bro, why are... Okay. I mean, there's nothing I can do here.
The final 10 seconds.
No one wants to hit the tanks. Or anything but the tanks. I'm dead.
This is why I chose Reed anymore. Let's keep fighting until we have
We just... Man, we need to shoot something other than the tanks.
Now might be a good time to stop them.
It's very frustrating. You look at their DPS, and they haven't died all that much. Comparatively, anyway.
I'm hurt. Better stop that vehicle.
I feel like myself again.
Our opponents have been here.
What is that name?
Us against the world.
Magneto!
We've made it halfway. Stop them.
Your attacks are futile. Your force to conquer. I feel like myself again. The demigod, you shall not be harmed. You are well.
Let me help. Over here. I can heal you.
You need not fear.
You stop them in their tracks. Only 60 seconds left.
Namor's subjects are tenacious. You cannot hurt me.
I have neutralized Namor's nasties. A little help, please. Clear the way. Down to 30 seconds.
I feel like myself again.
Fire mode. The final 10 seconds. I'm hurt. Disappear.
Vile creatures Namor has summoned.
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner. Us against the world.
Don't have anything for that.
Judge, jury, executioner!
That's how we do it.
I am through! Magneto!
What? Huh? What did I hit that did that?
Cannot hurt me. My strength returns. Ah, here they are now.
There's still a chance to stop them.
They shall not escape our wrath now. You cannot hurt me.
Please, I beg, team, do something. I really would love to help here. Okay, we got one. Oh, okay, I'm dead. And they win. That's insane.
Psionic burst. Final score. 1-2-2.
That's just wild.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
That was just, yeah, couldn't get the team to stop shooting the tanks. You could look at their damage and their limbs, and I guarantee that's what you'd find. Very, very unfortunate start. Hi. I know what that look means. That means you rearranged their entire room.
Almost.
Broke building, Groot ulted, and the wall half broken fell over and blocked your ult. That's just crazy, because that otherwise that Namor was dead to rights, and we would have won that fight. Unfortunate. What? Can I help you? What do you need? No, not right now. I don't. I can do that later. After stream. It's done at 5, so I can help with that then. Love you. If Namor just sits on his supports, you can do anything, and even with Black Panther, Namor can bubble, ruining his combo by blocking the dash. That's fair. That's fair. Imagine not playing World of Warcraft. All right, doesn't matter. It's one loss. Who cares, right? Who cares?
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
Be wary. No timeline exists where Magneto.
How are you doing today, Mittens? If he bubbles, he just lets you run down his supports. He wouldn't be targeting him on BP. I said that. That's fair. It's a nuanced hero shooter, and forcing his egg could be enough to get your other DPS a kill. Yeah. Pain and suffering. Fair. Know what I'm saying? It just depends on if you and your team are good or not. True. All right. So the next one, I think someone said banner, so I'm willing to go for banner just to be kind to the other person who's asking for it. I don't keep up with the meta enough to know who's worth banning, so last game it wasn't an overpowered hero that caused a loss, so I'm not worried about it. I don't really know. Do you guys know of any that are actually overpowered? So we have Wolverine, Bruce Banner, Hela, and Groot all blocked or banned, whatever the word is. Banner is such a wasted ban. Wait, really? Is he not as strong? Storm has been overpowered last season as well, so I'm wondering. They nerfed the team up with Strange and Iron Man? Oh, okay, good. That was... I mean, I'm just outdated on my information then. That's fine. You got a Scarlet Witch. Triple DPS. Exciting. One of the lower win rate combinations. It's always funny to me when people do that. Is insta-log DPS. So, basically, I'm going to have to play a little less aggressively and try and just really focus on enabling my DPS here. It's the only way that we win this. At least you get a sword. True. Also, you can still easily kill supports if Namor doesn't have his team up. Without the slow, it's not that bad. Fair. Okay. We're gonna come around the corner here. Uh-oh. Got Captain America, Magneto. Bro, what? Dude, my DPS don't have a kill. Oh, okay.
There's still a chance to stop them.
I really get sick of the DPS problem in this game. Because it's open queue, everybody just locks DPS because it's the most fun role. And it's just so frustrating because, like, I don't mind solo tanking, but I need you to get the elims.
I am ready to put on a show.
We Luna ulted. Back up. Kite. Just literally let them waste that.
Better stop that vehicle. A nice deep freeze.
Magneto!
Okay. Did not know she could go back into that form. I'll be honest. Really thought that after she was out of it, I was going to be able to get her.
I feel like myself again. Magic and magnetism.
Try and keep Cap out of the back line here.
Shields up.
Dude, position.
You need not fear.
Seriously.
There's still a chance to stop them. Better stop that vehicle.
Mutants always rise again.
Namor let in some party crasher. They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Much better.
Needs some help.
I'll read your message in just a second, by the way. I wasn't trying to avoid it. I'm just trying to focus because I cannot get my team to stop overextend. Okay, I guess we're going in.
You cannot hurt me.
He's overcommitted.
I am ready to put on a show.
You can't kill in the support ult still, right?
I feel like myself again.
Now or never. Stop them. Better stop that vehicle.
Got the Luna. What the heck?
Magic and magnetism.
Double KO. He stopped them in their tracks. Anyone willing to help? Shields up. Disappear.
Okay, we gotta play both.
Sorry, no escaping us now.
You need not fear.
Thanks for the shield. A nice deep freeze.
Magic and magnetism.
Did he get pulled out of his ult?
Turn around, quick. No worries, I got your back.
Insignificant gnats.
Not a chance. I sucked. Center stage. Needs some help. You stopped them in their tracks. Some help.
Exactly as I expected.
At least one of them swapped tank. I will give him some credit. Here, him or her, I guess, right? Stuff the choke here, get the mess out of that.
I am ready to put on a show. Shields up.
Try and separate the tank. What the heck? Big. Was that necessary? No. It was fun though. Bad play though. Gotta own when you have a bad one, right? No, I'm not falling back. We're holding this choke. What are you talking about, fall back?
Only 60 seconds left. Disappear.
Try and let them get out. Most unfortunate. Bro. I mean, I literally cannot do anything for you guys, man.
Don't give them another hit. Down to 30 seconds. Hang on for just a while now. Shields up. The party's gone. Sorry, no escaping us now. The final 10 seconds. Deep freeze. I am ready to put on a show. Keep fighting until we have a winner.
Judge, jury, executioner.
Oh no. Unfortunate. A little too early. Thought I had that.
Disappear.
Gosh, you guys. I have a DPS that just cannot get a kill. And they are triple tanking. Exciting. Oh.
Attack them. Cleanse this place.
Good lord.
Score is 0-2.
All right. Well, I'll read through chat here real quick because I'm behind a bit.
Including which side you're on.
Ugly Center over on Twitch said, biggest hater here, lol, but I don't know why you always bring up solo tanking, because statistically it's worse. That's why. I can show you if you want. In this game, it's really easy to be a solo tank. I don't even think twice about it. After one fight and tank has 1 kill, DPS has 0. Could be a mix of both. You can DPS not. Yeah, I appreciate your opinion. And there's some nuance. I'm always open to being wrong. And as far as like who was specifically in this game at fault, I'm just saying that that first round we had 3 DPS, 1 Vanguard, and 2 supports, and we got ran over until we swapped to a second Vanguard, which proves my point in this particular game. And I can also prove statistically how there is just a lower win rate with triple strategist, or triple duelist, excuse me.
I will crush them all.
Watch them argue back while ignoring the fact they're playing back. I think you can kill Luna ult with Mag ult when she has no blue health bar while at max charge. Okay, so there's like a sweet spot. I botched a few of my ults that game too, like that round too. Like I want to make sure I'm clear. I'm not saying that I played flawlessly and these guys are the only reason we're losing. I'm just saying that we're back on triple DPS. Look at this. Seriously, we're on triple DPS and they just can't get a kill. So I mean, it's just you just can't really do much with that. It's really difficult to get around DPS that cannot get a kill, and they can't like get any. Whoa, hello, stutters. Okay, I'm playing in the open. Gonna come back around. Gonna send some damage out. Don't have a turret anymore. Okay, we got that guy. Okay, we got another kill. We're gonna keep going. Why stop? Yep, we just staggered the crap out of one of their supports. That's big. Come on.
beast must belong to Namor. Much better.
Subjects no longer pose a threat.
Magic and magnetism. Magnetism.
A nice deep freeze.
Insolent fool.
Disappear! Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
There we go.
These are sounds I never heard.
You can have zero charge and wait till 75% of the way, and it will kill if direct hit. On Luna? Is that what you're saying? Generally, you don't need a kill with Mag's ult. You just have to push back the enemy team. Yeah, it's a zoning situation. If you get it in a limb, it's even better, but they have a cloak and dagger now, so I will definitely wait out that ultimate with mine.
The shrine. Let's get this show on the road.
I will crush them all.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
Okay, we got the Strange out.
Happy to help.
It seems we have company.
Boots are on us.
Us against the world. A shield fit for a king.
I'm not sure if we are going to need an ulti here. Yeah, we don't need to. It means I got a free one.
You shall not
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
myself again.
I promise you will reach.
I haven't used my team up ability in a while.
Behind
Two
us.
primal forces merged as one.
Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Fear Magneto! Behold!
Triple KO. I promise we'll finish this all. That's 3.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't feel like I'm the problem. Imagine they increase the damage output of Mag's ult. He's easily going to get banned every match. Oh, for sure. As consistent as he is, if he gets some overtuned bit as well.
You're on our team now, Zero.
Bro.
That one hurts. That's it. Don't let anything stand in your way.
Magic and magnetism.
Summon to service. Grow up. They're right behind you.
Try and help out whoever he goes on.
Your big chance. Storm to another. Hits the ground.
My dearest sister.
Okay, he's going to get out.
I feel like myself again.
Spider Zero wants to reach the shrine.
Magic and magnetism.
Hurricane incoming.
Summon to service. No worries. Got your back.
They're on your tail.
Anyone willing to help? I like the cool. Shields up! I am ready to put on a show! Force field? Great!
I will crush them all. Fear Magneto! Tremble before
Dang it. Should have known better than that. This would have been a great opportunity for another ult.
rest now. Insignificant gnats. Two primal merged as one.
That would have been a much better ult if I had been waiting for that. So, okay. Also, they still have a... Oh, they don't. Okay. Wasn't my worst ultimate then. Okay, we got that force back.
I feel like myself again.
Disappear!
Primal forces merged as one. Your attacks are futile.
These beasts have come to defend their king.
Get that vehicle moving again! Exit stage left.
Oh.
For the sake of the win, we have to pick up the pace.
By the eye of Agamotto, you are under my protection.
You got them all! It's the grand finale! The current score is 3-2-3.
That's yeah.
Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Everything in me wants to tell them
The
thank
right
you or
heroes could make
to
all
offer
the
them
difference.
Be wary.
that you're
No
welcome for the
timeline
SR.
exists where Magneto yields.
I've literally just been deadlifting. I'm sorry. I know that their stats are looking a lot better. It was never about stats. It was the fact that they weren't getting picks at all, and there were soft targets that were ready to be picked, and it was just really frustrating. So we're back on triple damage. And by the way, there was somebody who asked about this, and I don't mind to show like triple duelist is not a high win rate. As far as I'm aware, unless they've changed the meta in the last little while. But I will say season 1, obviously season 1.5 is now where we're at now, or at least as far as I'm aware, that's where we're at. But season 1, yeah, no, triple duelist was a terrible composition, and too many people defended it blindly without looking at the stats, because the stats do not back the idea that you should ever play that composition. It's really bad. All right, so we have an extra minute. We just have to hold them really well here, and I need to use my additional cooldown a bit better as well.
4, 3,
And then after this game, we'll look at our stats to figure out how we're looking.
Tokyo. I love playing Tokyo. But this one is a lot more. You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
My power.
There was a Black Panther behind us. I don't know if he's still over there or not. Okay, he overextends.
Stand firm. We are winning.
Yeah, I'm kind of botching my cooldowns now, though. That's okay. I turned. I shouldn't have turned. My fault.
Mutants always rise
You'll have to
again.
keep fighting until
They're in OT now. We just need to win a fight. They do have a cloak and dagger, so we're gonna wait for my ultimate for the cloak and dagger to ult.
I see you have need of Doctor Strange.
there's still a chance to stop them. Better stop that vehicle.
Much better.
Okay, we're on the point.
What are those things?
I'll try and hit that. Try and get some of the things that we can. I do not understand where that guy went. Did the cloaks move on the same path? Bro, what do you mean she's still alive? Yeah.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Was that truly your best?
You got too cocky.
These beasts must belong to Namor.
Why can't I hit that?
Better stop that vehicle.
Give him an ability to get in there a little bit easier. Good pick. Forced him off the point. That was a good ult.
The current score is 3-2-4. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Although I got to be honest with you, the fact that I have 32 limbs and only 4 deaths, and the rest of my team has at least double that, if not triple my deaths, and barely more eliminations, is crazy. Like that. Positioning is everything, dude. That's not, their stats are not the reason I'm flaming them, FYI. It's that what they indicate is a problem, right? This guy, and this guy's a lot better, I would say, but this one and this one, their stats are telling you that their positioning is terrible. It's like, it's awful. And Scarlet Witch, it has a get out of jail free ability, right? So we're gonna count that as like a good for you. You know how to play that hero well. But you have a get out of jail free ability. You know how to do that, and I think that's good on the Scarlet Witch. But it's an advantage. I guarantee you that in a similar situation, without that get out of jail free card, their positioning is terrible, and they're just utilizing that to get out. It's how I was with like Moira, Kiriko. Is instead of utilizing that as a really way to enable aggression, I would actually just be feeding my brains out, and then I would TP out. So it's not that I'm not like unsympathetic, it's just weird. So okay. Okay, we're doing okay. Can't do off angling as a tank right now if I'm the only one. I just realized that was a bad idea. Try and enable this DPS, who was doing a really good thing there. Because of my bad positioning, he wasn't able to get the full value out of that. Okay, Namor's cooldown is down. A lot of ultimates. We can just kite this out. We'll actually be way better for it. Nope. Instead, the positioning is so bad. Why are we ulting?
Mutants always rise again.
Oh, you got to kill. Maybe I'm just bad. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. I was like, surely that was just a bad ultimate, but nope. Unfortunate. We made him forced him to hold up his shield. There is no way you just ulted that, right? Oh. He's got his ulti as well. If we can keep him separated from his supports. Yep. And that right there is GG. I don't know what to do for these guys, man.
Final score 3-2-4.
Like, just crazy behavior from this team. Whew. Yeah. That's just, like, it's crazy to me that we lost that. Like, it just did not matter, you know? And I think that's what, like, I'll give you guys a little clarity, and then we'll go ahead and quickly talk about why I'm always talking about the fact that one tank is actually not good. Triple support, there was an argument for it at one point. I don't know how it is now, but it certainly wasn't that way in Season 1. So let me go back really quick. Let's look at our Lord Magneto status, because I know I've been doing really well in the stats department. Let's go ahead and change this back over to Magneto. And then we'll go over here just for funsies. We'll go down to Magneto, which is our boy here. Proficiency. Ooh, really well. Because I think Captain, it goes to Centurion. Right, so we're almost for sure going to hit Centurion before the end of stream today, which means we'll be very well on our way to Lord Magneto. But, so let me explain to you a couple of things really quick. First of all, you don't blame your teammates. It doesn't actually help you any, okay? So one of the things that I look at is when I'm trying to figure out whether I was the primary cause of a game loss, I do look at the team's stats, but you don't want to blame them and sit there and flame them for it. You can look at your supports, right, and flame them. This is an easy flame opportunity, right? 26 and 14, 21 and 14. This tells you their positioning was god awful, but their assists were really high. So they were actually playing reasonably well, which means this part most likely is because we kept getting run over. Because we were solo tanking. I'm going to tell you that right now. That is going to be the big TLDR. This guy did not. I don't know how he ended up with that MVP. That's crazy. So you look at this guy who played Doctor Strange for a little bit, but did not play Doctor Strange the whole time. But even then, he has a less than a 3.0 KD. This guy has an almost 4.0. Right? But if you look at the deaths here, and that's, yeah, ZZ over on YouTube just said exactly what I was going to get to. This is exactly my point. I was 33 and 6, which means that I was doing really well holding cover, doing my job, and building my DPS, which were these three, despite how this is currently looking. This was just a really unfortunate game. Really unfortunate game. So yeah, I just think that it is what it is. Now, let's talk really quickly about why I'm such a... I think people think I'm a hater for it. 10 final limbs on a Moira character is insane. Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that. I was just glad we had one because it gave me the ability to actually do some decent damage on Magneto. Like, decent burst damage. I think Magneto's damage is fine. It's just the burst that it was good. So let me go to... Hang on just a minute. My computer's taking forever. I use a site called rivalstracker.com. Whenever I'm talking about things and I come from an objective stance, I look at like team compositions and their win rate, right? So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. We'll move this over to where you guys can see it well. Okay, so by win rate, the only composition, I need you guys to hear me on this, the only composition that actually has over a 50% win rate is 222. 132 is behind it. This is better than I think it was last season. So I guess season 1 instead of 1.5. This was never meta. I don't understand why people made this such a, like, this was so crazy. 213 was such a conversation point where triple support was meta, and if you didn't play it, you were just throwing. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, this has been consistently the case. 222 is consistently a higher win rate than any other composition. In case you're curious, let's go up into platinum. It's interesting how we barely get above a 50% win rate. It does change, but not a lot. Right? Go into diamond. Would you look at that? Where is... Let me look at the rank distribution. Let's look at the highest... Okay, so... Wow, really? Still? That's crazy. Look at the pick rate on... Which one? Sorry. .222 is just the most popular. Oh, 100%. But if people are picking 132 20% of the time and they're losing 4% more often, I don't see how this is still not the best option. So if we go into GM's probably going to be your best indicator. We could even let's look at Eternity or One Above All. One Above All looks like the rest of them are just not good enough to display, so we won't compare that. We'll look at Eternity then. You still, we're at this is triple support here. Triple Vanguard. Look how infrequently 132 is played. In Eternity. Like, even in the very best players of this game. Celestial. 132. Still. This is crazy to me that people really think this. Like, and I don't mean any disrespect. Like, I'm not trying to be an a-hole. I'm just being honest with you. If you honestly believe that anything other than 222 is currently working well, I just don't think you're looking at the stats, because there's no stat that justifies what you're saying. So that's a lot of why when people like are getting after me and they're like, hey, you're You're always complaining about being a solo Vanguard. It's, you just need to buck up and do it. And which is right. I mean, I need to play better and learn how to do that well so that I don't have to worry about this lower win rate. But my point is less that, oh, we lost because GG, you guys didn't swap to Vanguard. This can work. I need you guys to hear me. This can work. But these 3 DPS better be getting picks. Or if they don't get picks, they need to get back to a comp that's actually going to work. Straight up. Like, and that's really my big problem with this, is that people really think that this is not the case. And I am not I used to be a role queue advocate because of this problem. I used to be a really big role queue advocate. And now I'm not, because I still think there's a lot of creative liberty that happens. The problem is people are taking too much creative liberty, and it's gross. I'm gonna be honest. Let's see if we get a better game this time. Because at the end of the day, I actually don't care about my rank in this game. It's not. I just put it up there because that's what people ask. So I got frustrated answering it all the time. I don't care about my rank, but people ask a lot. I think going 3 of a single role is best when playing into another team that is running 3 of a role. For instance, if the enemy team is running 3 DPS, run triple support. Right, because then you can out-heal their damage. I can see like the sort of rock, paper, scissors-esque look at that. But I'm just saying, and like Civis, you've been around a while. You know how I am about this stuff. I'm always open to being wrong. And there's obviously nuance, right? There's going to be times where 1-3-2 works. There's going to be times where 2-1-3 works. But generally speaking, the vast majority of the time, 2-2-2 is the most reliable composition to win with. It just is. And I think that's part of why it's played so often. I think it's played so often because people came from Overwatch, yes. But that would be something that would be interesting to unpack. Okay, so you guys were saying that, like, Storm is super busted right now. And Namor. Where's Namor? Am I blind? What the? Am I blind? Where is Namor? Oh, he's right here. Jeez, what the? Oh, that's... What the heck? This alphabetizing thing is not good. Ban Logan? Oh, Logan got banned. We're good. That's why I didn't worry about it too much. Storm is someone that people are pretty consistently banning. That's part of why I don't worry about it too much. We got a Bruce banner. Nice. 2-2-2 is optional, but if you have certain supports that don't have defensive ultimates, that triple DPS is just going to farm you. Like if you have Rocket Luna, you only have 1 defensive ult for 3 DPS. Sure. I mean, there's some arguments to be made. Again, that's it. That nerf did nothing. To who? To which one? Because I haven't kept up with the patch notes at all, and I don't have much of an interest in it. But I have an interest enough to ask you guys about it, but I'm just saying, like, in general, I don't have a huge interest. Storm. Oh, yeah.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
What do you guys think is her strongest point
When I see someone with
on Storm? Sometimes people just refuse to swap, which is why going triple support is a good counterbalance. Interesting.
All
right, here we go.
4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the
We're gonna try and enable our Bruce here, our Brucey boy.
I don't think
Got an Iron Man up top there.
You shall not be harmed.
Okay. Okay, we got the Iron Man out.
My charge grows ever stronger.
Jeez. Lag. Exciting. She gives her team a damage boost, and she's great at CC. Gotcha, okay. Why did you give her team a damage boost, I wonder, on DPS? That seems odd. I'm not gonna lie to you, that aim training is starting to pay off, and if you were wondering, there it is. Oh.
Destination is at hand, Zero.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
That would have been crazy to hit that.
Beholds the god of thunder! Killings, always the oppressors. No
My teammates are on the other team this time. That's something.
you shall not be harmed.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Fantastic!
I am ready to put on a show.
Oh, crazy timing. Good for him. That's just crazy. Wasn't the best target priority for me either, so that's okay. I just really thought I could get him.
Don't forget.
You are under my protection. Much better.
Time to protect the web.
Beholds the god of thunder! Your troubled days are over. You are under my protection.
All right, Ty.
Good stun.
You cannot hurt me.
Dude. What are we doing? Oh. Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to see it now. Got it. At least we're on a 2-2-2. I'll take it. I'll take it. Do you do bot reviews on my own games? For rivals? No. I don't have enough of an interest in ranking up. I just play the game at this point for funsies. A little break from the Overwatch stuff, you know? Tell the Spidey to switch? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Maybe he's learning Spidey, you know?
A nice deep freeze. Get that beetle moving against the world.
Oh, that was a silly decision.
You are under my protection.
How does that not do any damage to him, I wonder?
Insignificant gnats. I feel like myself again.
See them? Right there. A nice deep freeze. Double KO. Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Poor Thor has not been able to get one good ultimate all game. I kind of feel for the guy. He's just trying to have a good time, you know? Oh, he actually popped. See what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about them swapping if you just think they might eventually pop off.
Don't let anything stand in your way.
Exactly as I expected.
Hero there.
Get 4 on or keep 3.
Judge, jury,
I am ready to put on a show.
your attacks are beautiful. Maximum pulse.
Only 60 seconds left.
Dude, what are we doing? Holy cow.
I shall not be removed so easily.
There we go. And Dej. Yeah, Bruce Banner is now Bruce Banner.
Down to 30 seconds.
Pick up the pace, my dear.
You have a sword too? Yeah, they're down. That's unfortunate. That's probably fight win for them.
Our destination is at hand, Zero. Our enemy has been Nobody can stand up against
Bro! How did we lose that? Holy cow.
The current score is 2-0.
Whoo, baby.
Switch things up, including which side you're on.
Beware.
That is a,
Line exists where Magneto yields.
wow.
The right heroes could make all
Yeah, it's not just the Spidey. It's basically this Scarlet Witch and I holding down the fort right now. We'll keep it a buck with you. If you don't care about ranking up and play for the funsies, why do you care about team comp and how teammates are playing? Shouldn't you just focus on what you're doing and have fun with it? Yeah, but part of having fun is winning, right? So that's you know, you have to kind of take it with both sides of the spectrum, right? So compared to like the Overwatch grind, my daughter apparently evidently agrees here. Compared to the Overwatch grind, I don't really care about this game as much, right? It's just there's no comparison. But it is still fun to win, and I'd still like to have every advantage that I can.
So you have decided to join me in the
That's all.
fight against the surface world after all. I knew
So I care about team comp and how my teammates are playing because it is a team game, and without them playing well and choosing a composition that gives us an advantage, makes it hard to win.
you wish to become the subject of
The battle starts in
That's all.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Iron Man flying. I am exiled. Exciting. Ugh.
Nobody can stand up against a full-strength Scarlet Witch.
I'm trying to help.
do that well.
A nice disappear!
Two primal forces merged as
Maximum pulse!
I am ready to put on a show!
Yeah, I mean, we got their ult out, but once again, 15 and 9.
rebirth is a
Should be able to get out though. That was a good portal.
Co-op time! Doctor Strange is
you have made your father proud, Wanda, my dear. The denizens of the deep have been dealt with. Your attacks are futile.
Oh, I'm dead. My fault. That was really silly. I thought I could do that. My fault. If we lose that, it's on me.
60 seconds left.
Waking up is fun in my opinion. Got to C3 now and I'm lost. I don't have anything to do in the game anymore. Fair enough. Go for eternity? Yeah, go for eternity. I would agree with that. I forget that there's a rank beyond Celestial.
Behold the god of thunder!
We shall not yield this land. You need not fear.
Protect the shield. Perfect. Down to 30 seconds.
We must persevere.
Double KO. That's 3.
Barely a challenge.
Yeah. Anyway.
The final 10 seconds.
You need not fear.
Final score 2-0. Another epic victory! Big win!
People saying healer diff. You guys. Wow. That's crazy that they really don't see who actually carried that. I didn't even carry that. That was the Wanda for sure. I played well, and I think I was like a secondary to our Wanda, but it is what it is. W Wanda for sure. Okay, well actually, I need to step away. I should be able to get one more game in, but I need to call the mechanic really quick, chat. I don't know what's going on. Still haven't heard back, and they were just supposed to be getting a price estimate on things to let us know what they're doing next. So I'm gonna step away. Give me just a couple minutes. Okay. Thank you guys for your patience. I do appreciate it. Normally I don't step away for that long, but mechanic closes here in like 45 minutes, and they were supposed to be doing a estimate on all the stuff they found, and I'm like, okay. So I was thinking it wouldn't take. I talked to them at like 11 today. It's almost 5, and they hadn't said anything yet. So I was like, okay, weird. So yeah, that was super odd. But basically, they still don't know. They had computer issues that came up. This mechanic shop's wonderful, and I mean that in like a sincere way. Very reliable, very trustworthy. Just having a rough couple of days. So I have a lot of grace for them for sure, because they're really good folks. So anyway, we're gonna see what happens. I should know by the afternoon tomorrow, but it sounded like it needs maybe just a couple more things than what were on the surface, which is okay. None of them seem astronomically expensive, so I know it's gonna need some brakes that I didn't expect, and then both the front wheel bearings we knew about, so it'll be a good time, man. It's still gonna be a great van. Like, it's worth putting the money in. We just have to find out how much everything is, what we have to get done to pass inspection, and then we can start chunking away at the rest of it as we go forward.
Who am I gonna banish from this match?
Dude, why are we banning Spider-Man? What the heck? What is with the Spider-Man situation? Okay, well, Spider-Man's banned. Wait, why did we ban? Is Winter Soldier broken now? Why is that one coming up so often? Okay, I really hope that no one goes Wolverine, I guess. Okay, somehow we got a finalization. Must have been everybody voted. Oh, oof. Unlucky. Namor is going to be a pain for our poor Spider-Man player, but...
My heroes could make all the difference.
Oh, Lord. What is happening? Okay. Can we... Okay, I was going to say, we'll see what happens with the triple support. It shouldn't work statistically that often, but sometimes it does, so... I was like, all right, I'll give it this shot, but now we're, 2-2-2. So we have a really good, what are we doing? No, now we're triple support again. Triple support trust.
Round 1.
Our past was mired in loss and grief, but the future
We'll be coming in 30
holds the
seconds.
mutant
Stay
card.
strong.
Cataclysm makes for
All right, we are triple supporting. We'll see how it goes. We have a good, if we're going to play triple support, we're doing okay. We have Loki, Adam Warlock, and Cloak and Dagger.
I think it is.
And I will be late to the fight. According to my calculations. Okay, sorry that I like winning. I don't, these people are so sensitive, it's unreal.
2, 1.
All right, at least swap scenes. Sorry, I've almost forgotten. Okay.
Stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Exactly what I Namor's subjects are tenacious. I'll give them that. Your attacks are futile.
Better stop that vehicle.
Okay, I was able to shield that. That's good. This guy should be able to go now. Perfect.
Our enemy has been spotted behind you, my friend. Much better. Your attacks are futile.
You stop them in their tracks.
This is another, I think, sort of pet peeve of mine is that this game only has like, how many maps are there in this game now? I don't actually know that answer. There's not many. I know. Whoa. Okay, he's very low. Good.
I will crush them all. The ocean shall claim you once more.
By the way, Cad Bane, that was funny. Your little, there are no streamers available. At the tone, please record your message. When you finish your message, you may hang up.
He stopped them in their tracks.
I was gonna say, triple support, I shouldn't be getting this low before I get some healing. I probably should be holding on to my ult for Star-Lord now that I think about it, or Cloak and Dagger.
You're quite welcome.
He stopped them in their tracks.
What's up, ball boy? How are you, man? Doing okay? What's my rank right now? It's actually on the screen if you look close.
Your attacks are futile. Rise, my friends.
You tagged him up enough that it
Behind us. Coward.
Only 60 seconds left.
tagged him up a bit.
The denizens of the deep have been dealt with.
Wait, I'm done. No, I didn't pay attention. It's all good. I don't think every streamer puts that on their stream. I think it would save them a lot of time because a lot of people start with like, what's your rank? And I think it would save a lot of streamers time if they just like threw a basic graphic on their stream. Big waste. Okay, I need to get my ult up before Cloak does theirs.
Better stop that vehicle.
How disappointing. I'm opening
Final 10 seconds.
Oh, portal incoming.
Stop them in their tracks.
We're gonna have to wait for Cloak ult.
Us against the world.
Oh, no way. They just changed that. I forgot all about the timing.
They got behind you.
There's still a chance to stop them.
I need healing. You need not fear.
Good to see you come back.
Please, hold still. I'm trying to help.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Berkeley.
No?
I will crush them all.
The current
Personally, me asking because I want to compare myself with streamers, my style and aim. I got you.
time to switch things up.
And it wasn't a bad question, by the way. I wasn't like upset or anything that you asked. I'm sorry if that's how it came across, but like, no, you're good to have asked that. I don't care.
Timeline exists where Magneto yields.
You'll need
First time in a while where triple support is working.
round 2. Go.
We should give these humans good reason to hate and fear us after all.
Wow.
Hmm? 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
The winds may not be blowing in our favor, Eric.
This contains inappropriate content.
Be careful.
Wow.
There are some forces.
The filtering on this game is so bad.
Do not forget, my dear. We are mutual.
3 supports work when they don't have a good cooperation. Fair enough.
The battle starts in 5.
Bro's been playing for hours and only has 1 win, 2 losses. What the heck, man? Oh, dude, I haven't been playing this game all day. We're almost at the end of stream. We had a whole yap session for quite a bit of it.
The agenda once again. myself again. You cannot hurt me. We shall not be deterred.
Should be a pretty straightforward win here in just a second. Anyway.
Final score 1-2-0. Another epic victory. Big win.
I thought he has multiple accounts. No, just the one. I'm not even doing endorsements this game. This team was, largely speaking, very toxic for no reason. Oh, I guess we can actually see. Did we make progress? That was the big thing. We were wanting to see if we could actually make progress towards a Lord Magneto. I think we hit Centurion or Captain. I think it's Captain is the next one. Yeah. Wait. What? What? We didn't? Okay, there's no way. I feel like I'm being cheated. I mean, we're well on our way, but you didn't update your win record? Oh, sorry. There we go. Now it's updated. 2-2. Yeah, here's my my history today. We haven't played Rivals the whole stream. We've been streaming, but we haven't played Rivals the whole stream. So that's all. You didn't get it? What do you mean? I'm so confused. Anyway, all right, all good. Your streamer is going for 3.30 hours. 3.5, yeah. 3.5 hours. But you only had 4 games. Yeah, I didn't... Okay. So just to be clear, I didn't play Marvel Rivals the entire stream. Not sure how the math isn't mathing. Yeah, okay, I was like, it's like, what am I missing? I think we spent the first hour just chatting. And then I finished aim training in like 45 minutes because it took a while. My arm was hurting for some reason today, so it took a little bit longer so I didn't hurt myself. So, I mean, the first hour and 45 minutes, which is literally almost exactly, it is exactly half the stream was spent not playing the game, so. That, and again, I don't take Rivals all that seriously. It's a game that I enjoy playing. And it was just not... It's just not my preference between it, you know. You played an hour and a half of Marvel Rivals, so it looks on YouTube. That's probably true. So, anyway, well, thank you guys for being here, man. I do appreciate it. I do know that this has been, you know, honestly, part of me wants to get rid of the Rivals stream. To be honest, I like playing Rivals, but I do need to focus on Overwatch. So I just hit GM and I play on console, and I heard Flats talking about how console is 1 rank more PC. Is that true? What do you mean? Like, he might be saying, so I'm also an Overwatch streamer. I'm primarily an Overwatch creator. If you've ever seen the guy that talks about playing in the OWCS and no one believes it's going to work, that's me. So that, I'm the same person. It's the same content. So I just have been transitioning back towards Overwatch, and honestly, like I said, Rivals it's fun, but I'm not sure if I want to keep using a whole stream for it. I kind of want to commit to the Overwatch grind, but I also know there's a lot of people that jumped in when I started playing Rivals, and I don't want to just abandon the game altogether. So, John, if you're saying, by the way, that console is ranked, like if you are a GM console player, you're probably a diamond PC player on Overwatch. No, it's definitely the other way around. PC, if you are a diamond console player, you are a plat PC player, guaranteed. until you adjust to how quickly PC moves, that's going to be the case. I would very much agree with that. And it's not even just console hating, it's just the game is a lot slower paced on console. It just by default of how limited you are with the controller. That's all. So, but anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. For real, I'm gonna get out of here. I've got a few things I gotta get taken care of tonight. So thank you for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and get the YouTube stream chaptered and all that fun jazz. I'll catch you guys hopefully tomorrow if you guys have time, 1:30 p.m. Central. And until then, this is Gaming for Hope. I'm signing.